Gives cloth.
Well, that's probably the best way to farm cloth, except they don't have Duskweave and Dawnweave anymore.
You know, I'll whenever I'm on that character, I'll send you the cloth that I have.
All right, let's go ahead and get started here. So, currently we are 2 bosses deep in the raid. I got home late tonight, so hopefully we can get some more progress tonight and see how far into normal we can get. This raid is huge, by the way.
Please dispel me. Please.
Thank you. I appreciate and love you all.
Well, sea of green, man. Everybody had something.
Oh.
This is a lot of fucking flying.
This is a lot of fucking.
That would be more pleasurable than all the damn flying.
Oh. I was hoping it would be like Millhouse Mana Storm.
Well. All right. So yeah, like I said, we are currently 2 bosses in. I missed the first boss. We got the blood bound horror down pretty easily. So we'll be heading over to Sikran, the captain. One of my favorite fights that at least appears to be one of my favorite fights I'm looking forward to. That, and hopefully we'll get over to that Nexus-Princess as well and then see what that Silken Court is all about, because the Silken Court's fight is just incredibly crazy. Still haven't seen any BOEs yet. Maybe we'll get some soon. How's it going, Mateo? How are you doing tonight? Thanks for checking out the stream.
Did someone throw a bomb?
Yep.
Okay, that's what that does.
Can you not?
I was like, it says, "Oh, does that mean I can hurt my friends?"
All right, very cool.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
very cool.
So the more
The answer is yes, yes you can.
the chance for it to be Wolford Menace. Wolford Fizzlebang.
I think I was muted, but I was like,
We gotta save everybody here, it looks like.
I was holding a bomb.
All right, so it's so weird for me. We have 3 hunters in the group. I need to turn some people down.
Is there a quest for in here or something?
There we go. So yeah, we
I
didn't see one.
we are 2 bosses in. I have 3 hunters in total, so 2 more other than myself. I haven't really run with any other hunters in quite some time, so this is a fun treat for me.
There was the kill the boss 3 times quest for the skip. Did you miss that?
No, I meant like.
No, there's usually another quest.
Yeah, usually.
Or for like killing the Ara-Kara.
Like finish this raid.
Oh yeah.
When does story mode open? I bet it comes out with that.
Story's done as far as I'm aware.
Story mode difficulty for the rating? I thought that was today.
No, that's in 2 weeks or maybe next week. It wasn't immediately.
I don't know why I just used my cooldown. Well, I guess we're probably going to chit-chat and talk about it for a bit.
Yeah, but it makes sense that will be the quest that has defeat Queen Neferet or whatever. For the Queen! Nefertiti? I'm kidding. Queen.
This fight's going to be a lot of fun.
He has a lot of help. That's a boss.
You could say that.
Hey, go poke him.
It's going to be a ton of fun, and I hope you guys are having a great night. And keep in mind, if you guys are watching on Twitch, I should have Twitch drops available, so you'll be getting progress towards that mount. It's a TCG mount if you don't have it already.
Sikran for a little bit.
So yeah, we're going to talk about Sikran here, and then we'll get some pulls in. So should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hello there. Anyways, now that I've ruined the joke by saying it, right? Okay, so
how's it going, Steven? How are you doing tonight?
Moving around the platform a lot, right?
Kenobi.
The stuff that I've seen, they kept them near the middle, and then the people that got targeted with a certain mechanic that I'll bring up here in a moment would move to the edges. I'd like to try that. So a couple of people are going to get...
How's everybody
by,
doing tonight?
phase blades. And so when you get hit by phase
I guess
blades,
I can...
it's going to leave behind a clone. You need to drop that clone.
I can put my webcam on for a little bit. I'm probably not going to stream, actually, like, stream with it on.
So, like, let's say the boss walks to the middle where he is.
Yeah, but,
right now,
yeah. How are you guys doing
first
tonight?
Set of phase blades.
Got really lucky before reset. Copped your very own... Oh, all right. Got Rasha'nan and the Mythic Quiver. Very cool. Congratulations. It's going to be some good good Mog items there.
So we keep moving phase blades in that direction. So that means if you get targeted by phase blades...
Just watching the second to last boss fight. Yes! So Silken Court or whatever looks absolutely crazy right now. Oh, I see my dogs are going to come and hang out. There's a ton of mechanics on that last fight. Ton of mechanics. Hi, girls. Hi, girls. Hi, hi, hi. How's it going, Denied Barbecue? Being from Kansas City, that hits home. You can't be denied barbecue. It's like a way of life.
You know, as close as you can get it, that you're not gonna get double tapped. If you remember, what is it, the Ramornia fucking dash that she used.
So yeah, this fight, this is pretty standard. I think. I think it's gonna be one of the easier fights.
There's lines that you can look at. So,
this is also the fight that drops the
try and
bow
follow that,
as well.
That sort of guideline, right? You get out here, you kind of organize yourself. So it doesn't have to be perfect.
That this is the bow, the mythic bow that can be like your BIS if you get it at max rank in a mythic. I am hoping to get that Ardinal Surge clasp. That is something that I want to collect as a collector of professions. Show talents, yes, I can do that.
That's when it gets fucking saucy, because you start leaving.
So this is what I'm using for talents right now. Pretty standard stuff. Single target without running steady focus. I'm just not running it. I probably should. But I'm currently not. I have not done the world boss. I literally got home like 20 minutes ago, type thing. So I just got home. This damage was just from trash. First boss. I was top damage for the first boss at least.
Stagger these, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe do a
I know. Steady focus is going to be so much better in 11.05 when they change that. I'm so excited for that. You guys have no idea.
But I'll circle back.
So excited for that.
Now, just let them rip, dude. Like, literally, when those lines come out, just hit the simulacrums with it. Speaking of that ability, right? So, after each phase blades, there's going to be at least three decimates.
But yeah, so far, I've been seeing some pretty good damage. Like I said, I missed the first boss, so I'll have to go and pug that at some point this week just to get that credit for the raid and for my vault. But yeah, making some good progress so far. And this is one of the bosses I'm looking forward to. Yes, I did see those. They look so good, so good. I'm so stoked for 11.05. Like you guys, I mean you guys know. You're stoked for it. I'm stoked for it.
For now, just let them rip on the simulacrums.
Mhm. Yeah, I am so excited for that.
Or something like that, kind of tarot style from the first raid in Dragonflight. Maybe we have to do that for now. Don't worry about it. Literally, just get them hit. It's more important that the simulacrums die.
Where's Star?
That interaction, that phase blade simulacrum, you know, get
if I was Star, where would I be?
That is a very large portion of this fight. That's why I'm spending so much time on it, right? Does everybody understand?
I don't know why I don't see her.
How we're gonna deal with that and how we're gonna rotate around the room, all that stuff. How not getting hit.
So if you get hit by the phase blade, you go to the first marker and kill it right there, and then move on from there after it's dead.
If you get targeted by the phase blade, you just move
there we go.
to the
you can get some
marker, which in this
some
case
dust there. How's it going,
simulacrum, you can't
Jack?
actually, like, kill it yourself.
Yeah, sorry about that. I started late because I got home from work
Unless
late.
you are then also a decimate target, you're free to move. Any other questions before I move on?
For the
Okay.
for the placement.
Yeah, the bow, I love the Mog. The bow looks so cool, particularly if you are a Void Elf and you're going to be a Void Elf with this bow playing a Dark Ranger Marksman Hunter in 1105. That is like the premium flavor hunter right there.
So the decimate is aligned to whoever's targeted, and then anyone who's not targeted doesn't want to be in the line.
You do not
Trying to do Marksman Hunter as your alt, so gonna binge watch this. All right, very cool. Well, I'm glad that you're hanging out tonight. Be hopping in and out, going to doing some delves tonight. Nice.
You cannot avoid
And then jump into some Mythic Zeros. Very cool.
make sure that you get hit.
Right, Steven? Exactly.
You're dying. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I even think the Nightborn would also look really good.
Other mechanic, it's spoiler, it's nothing like crazy, right? So after, I believe it's 2 sets of Phase Blades and Decimates, so 1 Phase Blade.
Already got a 616 piece of gear.
Gonna do
Oh,
Shattering
heck
Sweep.
yeah.
That's when he breaks all the
Sylvanas right there. Amen to that, yeah. Already got a 616 piece of gear in your vault. Heck yeah, dude. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Pop a cooldown just to survive it, just because it deals a fair amount of damage. Nobody should be standing.
All your homies are Horde.
Nobody should be standing in that targeter because it makes you.
Yes, you can actually cross-faction raid like just anytime. We actually have some Alliance players like this guy right here, Oddwin. Some of the best Mog that you'll see. Here he is. Yep. He turned and looked at me. He knew. He knew I was talking about him in his amazing Mog.
He has a combo and we don't have to be a second
Yep.
exposed, correct?
Yep. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He may be a stinky human, but he's a good-looking stinky human. I see he
Essentially,
shaved
what
for
ended up
raid.
happening is
That's nice.
You don't want to take 2 phase lunges. That's the
But yeah, you can
take 2
you can
exposes,
do so much. They've added
deal
so
damage,
much quality of life to
survive it,
you. Basically can play what you want. Faction,
expose
class,
those.
race combinations, all that fun stuff.
First phase lunge, I wouldn't, because the exposed at that
But yeah,
point,
like Mana is. We got this stinky Alliance Marksman Hunter over here. Although the Mog is on point as well. Looks good. Looks very good.
Any questions about that?
Yes. Oddwin is an odd one.
So
that's
does the
for
simulacrum
sure.
follow you until it's dead? So you gotta hang out by the marker so that someone can get a hit with the decimate?
No, it should be a static after image. It should be just a dude standing there that you can align.
And welcome
with
to the new
decimate
viewers. Glad to have you guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I'll probably turn the webcam off. It's been lagging me pretty badly for whatever reason.
Any other questions?
It's been a hot minute since I've done
Like I
some
said,
like raid content.
The simulacrum.
One of my weak auras broke, so one of my weak auras broke, so I'm trying to get that figured out. That's probably going to be something I do off stream.
We're gonna blow this to the top. Tanks, I want you to bring him.
All right, I'm leaving there for a second.
Appropriate spot. Maybe that's wrong.
And then just so item level wise, 586, the same as in
How
my
do you know you're targeted? Will it show
my
up as,
video that I
will it
posted
be
last
obvious?
night. I hope you guys will check those out.
Well,
Talking about my Marksman Hunter journey. I've got my finally got a few consumables with my food buff, and then also my flask of alchemical chaos. It's so nice to have those random stats completely pump up. I love it. Like having that a little bit of haste is so nice.
At least according to the videos that are.
All right. While leveling, though, your pet tends to die a lot as marksman. Does that get any better? I think that's actually a problem with pets in general. Like even Beast Mastery pets are doing the same thing, where just pets are taking more damage. I'm hoping that will get fixed. You can in the tree if you pick no hard feelings over here in the tree. Whenever you misdirect your pet, it takes reduced damage by 50% for 5 seconds. So that's something that you can think of, or you could add to your build if you wanted to.
For the simulacrums, do you have to stand behind them, or can we stand in front of them?
To hit them with the decimate?
Yes.
I believe
Does it
you
go?
can stand
Does
it.
it like go?
I believe, based on footage, it looks like it goes through you.
Okay.
So I believe you can stand in front of them. Otherwise, Melee's gonna have to fucking hoof it. Fuck that Melee hoofing it noise. Fuck that shit. Melee, if you get it, just align yourself and we'll see what happens. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. I think we're gonna get ready to do a pull.
Fucking let it rip, you know what I'm saying? Unless you have a face blade. If you have a face blade,
But yeah,
please don't. Just stand there. We need you out here.
same old, same old. 586 right now. Hopefully, I haven't got anything else. What pet am I rocking for pure DPS Bloodlust? So I use Grong. I use a gorilla. So gorillas are a little bit tankier than your average Bloodlust pet too. So I am a huge fan of a gorilla. I had Ucklock before Grong, and now I just recently added Grong from my latest pet tame video. Not to like plug my own stuff, but I've got a lot of really cool videos out right now if you guys would like to check those out. And I'm also very interested in what you guys want to see as viewers. So I actually am going to have a viewer video posted here in about 35 minutes or so. I think actually it's 7 o'clock. So that'll be a viewer requested video. So we'll see how it goes. Let's try to get this poll going. And hey, very nice. You just got Grong too. Very cool. Here we go.
4,
I don't know how
3,
quickly these are gonna whip out,
2,
so just be ready, okay?
1.
Tank combo already happening. So here's the first charge. So the faceblade people should be going to purple. Everybody else should clear the path for them. Should be going to purple. You see those blue lines are kind of like where he's gonna go. Cool, and then those are the simulacrums. That's what we gotta get hit by the decimates. Whenever that comes out. Tanks, you can feel free to like move them back to the center. Okay, here come the decimates. Make sure you hit these clones with them. Nice. Okay, and now the next set of charges, you can scooch right on up to the puddles from green side. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that the red one is actually like your next target as well. That's pretty interesting. Or not your next. You know what I mean? Decimate soon. Like I thought it was gonna be just purple. Watch the decimates, here they come. Nice job. I did see one fly off to the side. Try to prevent that, but...
Run.
Alright, run away. This is the big sweep. This is what kills all the other cosmics, although there aren't any. Whatever they're called. Yeah, big damn. That's the fight, ladies and gentlemen. Charge is coming up. Again, keep using the space near green. Make space for the people going back there. Don't just stand in melee and see the charge going and be like, ah.
Oh, I got bubble.
Alright, did it work?
Yes.
Here comes the decimate. Nerf, I'm gonna ask you for a cooldown here.
It worked, and I
let it
can-
rip. AM this. Thank you.
Do you have the debuff or do you have the taunt?
No. That's what I'm saying. It worked, and I can keep him.
Okay.
Run out.
Oh, sorry. Rock button.
Oh, mine's a little bit further. Sorry.
Here comes the decimates. Make sure you get him hit over there. And then if we want to group up after this, and I'll ask you for your SL, Mr. Rinchik, but not yet. should be able to survive this.
We'll get
Drop it for the sweep.
Run.
Run a little bit away and drop it. Yeah, good stuff. Back to it. Plenty of space near red X. Should have a battle res for Axix if you can find him. Charge is coming.
I got him.
Charge is coming. Remember, clear out if you're not one of the charges. I don't know if charges makes sense, but you know what I'm saying. The boss is dead.
You boss who there?
Hey, there we go.
Nice job.
There we go. Hey, there's the clasp too.
No weapon.
Eels. There we go.
Very rare.
Okay, that wasn't a bad first pull. Like all things considered, you guys probably did notice I delayed that last true shot because I figured I couldn't get it out. Like another one after it. And I definitely paid dividends. You guys watched me go from like 4 or 5 all the way back up to 1. And so yeah, that's what the. Oh, nice 100.
Please, if you could.
There's 2. Tenair got 1 though.
If you could, like.
Off spec rolls?
And let us know.
Off spec rolls?
I would love that.
Question mark?
Do whatever you want with it. That's fine.
Ooh, that's a huge amount of haste. Holy. I mean, technically speaking, it would be an upgrade because it's a 613 item, but I'm not going to roll on that. Although everybody else is. Fine, I'll do it.
We
Wasted my
appreciate
74. Oh, maybe I can get 100 as well. Nope, but I rolled a 93. That's sad.
By the way, just saying, the homie saying he'll help us out is one of the new people. Hope you're having a good time, sir.
Nice. And welcome to the new viewers. Glad to have you guys. Okay, now that we're not in the middle of the boss fight, I'll turn it back on. Yeah, I'm just going to have to keep going back and forth with and without the webcam just for tonight. For some reason, my computer's being all weird whenever I'm actually doing a boss
I couldn't
fight.
roll need on the pole arm. It wouldn't let me.
Oh, it's edgy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it?
Really good
That's
for me,
why.
actually.
Okay. Never mind. I don't need it. I
Well,
don't
welcome
know
to
why
the
I
new
was looking at it
viewers.
thinking that it was something that I could use.
So glad to have you guys. If you guys are watching on Twitch and you still haven't got your mount, that is still available for the Twitch drop. There is also the 2 donation thing for the pet. Like, no, if you want to do that, it's amazing. Thank you. But, you know, no pressure or anything like that. I'm dying. No, I don't want to die.
Actually.
Oh, it was you. My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was some. I'm excited to see what kind of DPS people will have in logs, just to see where I'm kind of
I don't know his name.
positioned.
Shakalaka. That's definitely it.
I would love to see that, see how we stack up with other classes.
Draenei, Rostakon,
Rock lobster.
Rock Lobster.
Rock lobster?
Is he like flying around or anything?
Death to America and butter sauce.
And butter sauce.
I don't see him.
Yeah,
Rock
Flying
lobster?
around. Maybe he comes out.
Oh, this is the dude from the Dawnbreaker, right? The last boss from Dawnbreaker?
There's one in the back.
Yes.
That's why they start at 60%.
Oh, cool. You can like load bolts and shit. This is neat.
Oh, do we have to like shoot him down?
Yeah, look, we're fucking me and Kappa are fucking loading Barry up.
Well, how's it going, Rind? How are you doing tonight?
Put mine in.
The spider's trying to whip me! Ah!
There we go.
Does that silence everyone it passes through, or just whoever it's targeting?
It seemed like it because I got silenced, yeah.
Caustic bolts.
Okay, then they're annoying. They need to be dealt with.
Oh, Barry's got in trouble.
Not in an AoE build, so it's kind of hard to help with this trash. I should probably just start changing.
The 3 bosses. I'm like, cool, we're done.
You probably don't have ammo, Barry.
Ooh, that's a face, like a damage to the face. That hurt.
It's saying a specific ammo, and we can't drop the other ammo. Pick up a new one.
Oh, you need a caustic bolt.
Yeah, just put one in.
Oh, because you ask what you want and then you build that shit up.
Need a caustic bolt,
I
eh?
can't do that yet.
Caustic bolt, eh? What do you caustic bolt?
Oh, okay. That's the boss.
This guy.
I am.
So, this is one of those bosses where you won't run with careful aim because
Yeah, you
it
did.
never is in the
Yeah,
careful
we've
aim
only
zone.
fought him twice so far, so.
Okay, so
Alright, so
let's move this guy. I have to put a point up around here somewhere.
Well, at least Adachi's gonna need it.
It's either going to be
so
steady
if
focus
you've done,
or crack shot.
Dawnbreaker,
I'll probably do
know
steady
some
focus.
of
Why
this
not?
guy's,
Oh wait, I can't. Shoot.
chiefly
I can't.
glowing acid
That really sucks. I guess you have to do
thing
careful aim.
that spawns that green line on you that has a sort
Yeah,
of
you're gonna have to
animating
because
side.
that's the only way to get to Night Hunter and in the
that-
rhythm.
that
That kind
fatter
of sucks.
side
That's a
where you
lost
have to
point.
want
Well,
to
never
face
mind what I just said.
away
Forget that.
from everybody. Essentially, make a hallway of sorts.
You don't like my Hunter's Mark?
I don't know that there's.
Why don't you like it?
Two in different sites, but I assume so. That'd be kind of cruel to splash 2 people with that stun every time. Like double stun.
Oh, gotcha. I'll forget about Hunter's Mark. That's the least of my worries. That's that careful aim. I'm gonna miss that tremendously.
Oh, we're in combat with something.
Yeah, I think somebody ran back maybe and aggroed something, or I don't know what happened there. Cause I'm back like in the pit.
So, I'll tell you, it seems like we aggroed something below us.
That's interesting. I wonder
Because
if
I'm
that's,
directly below the platform you guys are at.
I wonder if that's just like a random bug or something.
They're arachnids, not bugs. Alright.
Boo.
I mean, if we have a shaman monk, we could pull the boss right quick, everyone die, and mass res.
Yeah. Or can we? Is there everybody in combat? Is one of my NGs not in combat that you can put a button? I see you.
No, I'm not in
I
combat.
am
right now.
not in combat.
Yeah,
I'm
me
not
either.
in
Oh wait, yeah, I am.
I'm not in
You
combat.
guys have like one of these failure pylons, so we can just reset aggro real quick.
Irresistible red button.
I don't know what it's called, and I don't know how it works.
Fucking snapped downstairs.
I saw that you were trying to yell and it just disappeared.
If you just pull the boss, I can just battle res somebody. It's fine. Like I just need like 2 raw power.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to do. I just wanted to
Yeah.
have the thing. But yeah, just go die real quick.
See if I can
And,
survive.
Like one healer, make sure you die quicker than the rest, or one person.
Oh no,
will
I'm dying
res,
real
it doesn't
fast.
matter.
Well, we're down here by the flight path still getting.
Yeah, but you should be able to release, right?
Oh my god, Tristan, you got yanked up there!
Don't
Womp.
release.
Womp womp
Unless you
womp.
have to downstairs. I don't know. Anyways, while we're doing this, so aside from the columns of
Aha.
damage that come out, the green stuff, right? There's gonna be
Aw,
spirit
the
strands.
food went away.
That is gonna be a circle of web that you need to get away from people, and it will tether you to that web circle that it spawns, and you need to break that tether. The issue being, when you do, it will hit everybody with a little bit of damage. On normal, it doesn't seem too egregious. We might be able to double snap it, but obviously, if you can see health bars and people are low,
Yeah, there's not a
shoot back
way
shots
that you
can
can get
handle it,
around
and
that.
or I'll be trying to keep an eye on it, right, to not get people fucking murdered.
Yeah, I guess it'll just have to be a
There's
wasted
gonna
point.
be ads that come out.
I
It's
didn't want to
just
use
fucking
steady
big
focus
AoE
anyway.
fest. On heroic, they do a little bit of splash.
Excuse me. But yeah, in my build, I found a comfortable. There's not like haste breakpoints or anything like that, but I found what works for me, and it's going to be right around like 8% haste, like 5,200 haste or so. That's where my sweet spot is right now for being able to get during a true shot, like doing volley true shot, getting a rapid fire aim shot out in that 6 seconds. So that's something that's been helpful for me, and I am using that alchemical, what is it? Alchemical chaos. Yeah. So that's nice that it's constantly changing and giving us value for one buff or another. Since there's really no bad stats, we don't really want haste, but there's no bad stats really on a marksman hunter right now.
Which sounds a lot like Massive Deck.
How's it going, Subwoof? Marksman Hunter changes, if you're talking about the Dark Ranger changes, they don't hit for probably another like month and a half. They hit in 11.05. So that's probably, my guess is late October or early November. I'm assuming it's going to coincide with the 20th anniversary, but I don't know that for sure. It has, I think it just hit PTR or hasn't hit PTR yet, but it will. But yeah, let's take a look while we're talking about it. Let's take a look at the damage in that fight.
But anyways, yeah, fucking move those
So
big green zones out.
yeah, like we're keeping up with like Twisted down here is 592. Like we're a little bit higher item level than some of these guys, but I mean like we're keeping ahead of everybody. Had some really good Lunar Storm damage on that fight. That was a really big key to my success there. It actually out-damaged aim shot. That's insanity to me. Wailing Arrow and aim shot get split up, but Wailing Arrow had some pretty good damage there. And then let's see, some good damage with Master Marksman and Kill Shot for that matter. A ton of damage, high crit chance on that. Rapid Fire crit 58% of the time. That's actually pretty crazy. I'm looking at anything else. Like Sacbrood did a little bit of damage, nothing too crazy. And then yeah, like overall, pretty good damage I have to say. And I'm looking forward to seeing how well other marksman hunters are doing, particularly on that fight. It's one of my favorite fights and one of the fights I was looking forward to the most. That and the Nexus-Princess. Those are going to be
get targeted by the
two fights
acid,
I'm really looking forward to.
Face your character away from the rest of the raid, or how does that work?
No. To my understanding, the orientation is, I guess, based on where the boss is facing, right? And so it will have like the wall, the acid side. I don't know what to call it. The side that it will splash to should be faced either like left or right.
All right.
Okay, and you kind of just have to maneuver your character around.
All right, I think we're getting ready to pull. So.
Yeah, you just have to.
I'll see you in a second.
Yeah. It's the same mechanic in Dawnbreaker. If you've done Dawnbreaker, this exact boss, same exact green thing.
And welcome to the new viewers. Glad to have you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Making some good progress so far. We're 3 bosses in. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Yeah, 3 bosses in. Some heavy crit on this neck piece. This would be amazing. I have not ended up making anything yet. I literally just got home not 20 minutes before going live. In fact, I missed part of the beginning of the raid. We'll have to go back and get that taken care of. But I haven't made it yet just because I literally got home. I will be making it probably tomorrow after raid. It just depends on when Glitchy has time to make it because he tends to turn into a pumpkin and log out as soon as we end raid during raid nights. But I will be making the gun. Yes. In fact, I've got everything still in my bags here. I got that Vivacity. Just need to go pick up my other Fractured Spark. I got my Missive already. And I'm really off to the races and ready to go. So, I'm super stoked. Currently, there is not a head enchant. In fact, we hadn't had head enchants in quite some time before that one in Dragonflight. That was kind of it was put in to like kind of slowly nerf the dungeon or the raid from Intermirror Cell. But nothing right now.
5.
And thanks for
4,
checking out the stream.
I like the confidence.
2, 1.
Alright, so this should just be some zones and some damage. The first spinneret strands are coming out here. Alright, so just get those out. Just get those out. And then you're gonna get tethered. There's more than 2. We want to avoid the splash like we have on the side there, but that's okay. Then you just walk out and break them. And it seems like damage was manageable. Please feel free to yell at me if I'm wrong either. But it really looked like it.
It's fine.
Yeah. Some more sprays. Again, just damage. Here come the green waves. This is the thing you're looking for. So you see how it's got like a fatter side to one side? You want that faced away from the raid, as we have done here. And I assume that's going to change based on... Because the boss is going to move at some point. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I did. So here comes some adds here soon. Just kite them into melee as best you can. And keep in mind that on heroic, these adds will splash. So, oh, did we get it? No, these are definitely still coming. Get on those adds. Give them the slippy slap. I don't believe these are... I don't believe they keep the target. But maybe they do, because they were all focused on that. So maybe they do.
Yeah, I thought of that.
Gotcha.
So movement, imminent. I'll be completely honest, I don't know, like, if he always defers to one side or anything like that. I have no idea.
You bastard. Get back here.
Yeah, it's gonna happen a few times. And then so from here, those waves should sort of reorient, presumably, right? Speaking of, here they come.
There you guys are. Good. Nice
job. Also, everybody else should be cognizant of, hey, there's a wave walking at me. I should probably be in the middle. You know, like, don't make them run 50 miles to get out to you. Water elemental standing over there. I'm looking at you.
This piece of shit. Get over here!
Whoa.
Ooh, that was lag.
Yeah, I like to. So here come some ads. Get on them. These ads scare me a little bit because it feels like they're...
I'm gonna bubble this one.
Feels like they're not easy to control, and it feels like they're gonna be splashing a lot. Spinnerets coming. Get those out. Everybody else should get away from them. Try not to overlap them. Oh, and then just break them. Okay, waves. See, like right there, that was beautiful because our wave people barely moved, but they didn't have to move more than they did. Excellent. Speaking of movement, did he like clip a little bit for anybody else, or I don't know how to describe it. Moved weirdly, I don't know. I did not know that knockback. It's fun to know. Ads coming.
They can be Chaos Nova.
Which means they can be CC'd by everything, right?
Yeah.
Assumably. Cool. I'll admit this was a lot less eventful than I thought it'd be.
Which means Ring of Peace might go hard with those ads.
All right, there we go. Another boss down.
He's ever vigilant. Nope, never.
Oh, we got Teardrop. Come on, Teardrop, Teardrop.
Hey, the first Teardrop, Hunter made.
Let's go.
Tear on
And how? I am really loving it. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice. My bad.
Another 100.
I mean, no, he didn't.
Dang. All right.
Okay.
I'll take those booties.
Yeah, me and Twisted Tide.
Mastery, crit haste. I'd take.
Shit.
I'd roll.
Learn your lesson.
He rolled a 97
I got
on
a
both
BOE
of
off
them,
the boss.
dude.
A BOE or a
Dang.
Warband?
Literally rolled a 97 on both.
okay, never
That's
mind.
crazy.
It's still good. Yeah, it's still great.
I got a.
But yeah,
I got a
I'm loving my
Back to
marksman
back
right now.
hundreds.
I think I've been top DPS on every pull so far, and I wasn't in an AOE build
Step 2,
for
make
that
a
last
character
boss
the
where
first
you
boss.
could kind of get some extra pad damage, I guess. It's currently kind of both, if I'm being honest with you. So there's every fight except for the third fight had some sort of AOE like addition to it. So I'll probably end up running with volley, like a well-timed volley or something like that. I need to go back through and figure out which builds and kind of how the hybrid build is going to work for each boss. But that's what this week is for, honestly. All right, Jack. No problem. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you after you get done with your dungeons.
Oh.
Okay, wait a minute. I can
Flip
bring the webcam back now. We're not in an actual fight. Yeah, we just had a real bad lag spikes. For the most part, the servers have been pretty stable from what I've seen so far. But definitely enjoying marksman so far. We are headed. I forget which boss is next. It's not the Silken Court. Oh God, no, I don't remember which one. But Silken Court is gonna be mad crazy. There's so much going on in that fight. I should really just start getting in my AoE build in between each pull. Like in between the bosses. Make this go by a little bit faster. We'll take a look at my damage profile from that last fight here in a second as well. If you guys are interested. See how we stacked up and what abilities did what. That's still crazy though. We've seen so many 100.
Level 25 inscriptions.
Hey, look, our first BOE.
Take your word for it.
Odd win with that BOE.
Oh yeah? Congrats, buddy.
Prime slime.
Straight maps, nice.
Look, how dare you name that BOE Prime Slime Slippers and not have that in like in the fucking Shadowlands?
Right.
The Prime Slime, come on.
Oh, where are we going first?
Yeah.
Oh, we have a choice. I had not considered this.
Ooh, I'm really excited for that Nexus-Princess fight.
Let's go to Broodtwister.
All right, so let's take a look at the damage on that last boss. So 811k overall. Look at that damage. What the heck? All that Sentinel damage, that's probably going to get nerfed. But look at that Sentinel damage. 56 million damage. Just because I had Sentinel dots out on everything. I know they're dying over there and I should be helping.
I guess that void thing touches
But-
the eggs and they hatch like the boss does.
I should probably stop looking at that.
Trash having boss mechanics? That's crazy.
That never happens.
Never.
No, wait. That always happens. No, wait. What's the release look like? Did anybody press the button?
Oh, I can press it now.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like we
very
are
beginning.
headed over to Broodtwister Ovanax next.
Is there a flight path? Right, because like the flight path took me right back to Rasha'nan.
There was a flight path right outside this door we entered into.
This is
So
gonna
you
hurt again.
should be able to fly just straight to that entrance.
Bless
Nope,
you.
I got it.
It's because they're getting hit by the crud, right? And like getting popped out, and they get that metabolic boost, I guess. Not metabolic boost, the whatever the fucking shadowy buff was. I don't know, I'm just guessing.
These things do have purgables.
Like, there's speed potions. Sorry.
You can trank
There's
these
speed
and-
potion. Yay,
yeah.
speed potion.
Picked up an egg.
At these trying times.
Going the wrong way.
And welcome to the new viewers. Glad to have you guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. We are currently 4 of how many bosses are in here? 7, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Don't do it, Barry.
So we are officially halfway done with normal.
If you are arachnophobic, this wall to the left would fuck you up.
Oh, thank you.
No, they're just crabs.
They do look like
That is creepy. Oh, look at that.
clearly that portal to Stoner is the correct way forward.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, the Silken Court's going to be very interesting tonight. I foresee us getting there here soon. I don't know if we'll see the last boss or not tonight, but we definitely will probably tomorrow for sure. Hopefully I won't be as delayed getting home tomorrow as I was today. Because our raid time actually starts at 5 Central, and I didn't actually get home till like 5:40. So.
I remember this fight from the last expansion.
I think I might have to die.
Alright,
There with this fucking egg.
He's actually uglier than Google.
So somebody pull up the Broodkeeper Dior now map. Oh, wait. Right. Alright. Just for the new folks, this is something we do about halfway into the raid. Take a fiver.
But yeah, like ton of sentinel damage on that last boss. Like that was something I was not expecting. To have that much sentinel damage.
Look out!
I mean, if she does, we'll die. And it'll be GG.
So it's because of all those little ads that were getting hit. I'll have to go back and watch the recording that I've got of that and see see what all's going on there. But hey, we are taking a 5-minute break in raid real quick. They've been going at it for about almost 2 hours now. I came in halfway through, so I'm still pretty fresh. So I'm actually going to go get a drink really fast. My tea's sounding a little empty, but I also need to grab some food because I'll be honest, I came home and did not even eat. I just logged in, updated my add-ons, logged in, and here we are. So I will be right back, guys. I'm going to turn the webcam off real quick. I'll be back in just a minute or two. I just got to, shove some food in my face real fast. So we'll be back here in just a second.
back and Zaft is dead. Weird.
All right, I am back, but I am eating a hot dog really quick. So we'll get to go in here in just a second and be back on the Broodtwister fight.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Officially. I mean, I was sitting here, but you know.
See who's back, although I'm fairly certain it's most people except one person. But just check in to see who's back. That's it.
Really hoping to maybe even get that Void Reaper's contract. It's a pretty good trinket. It's one of the, it may even be the best raid trinket that you can get from raid. So
that's probably the case.
Either that or because I'm probably for first season we're gonna get that trinket from Grim Batol, and then also maybe Sacbrood, or maybe Void Reaper's contract. It's gonna be a combination, and it just kind of depends on what content that you're doing. Yes, Zeldy. I don't have any more cheese, girl. You can't have them. So if you guys have watched any of my streams, you do know that my dog Zelda does not like closed doors, and she will just bust in, like stick her head in and be like, "What are you doing in here?" and then leave. But I just had food, so she's wanting food still. I don't have any more, girl.
You should already have 2 pieces.
If you could go to the delve section, you
All
can
right.
see your Great Vault and what it has in it currently there.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they added that.
Hey, I can do heroics and get a piece.
You can see your vault now without having to run a script for that. That is amazing.
Which, by the way,
And time logging counts as heroic too.
thank you for reminding me.
That's going to be a 597 piece so far.
I
I'm
might
hoping
actually
we
build
get
this out this
we
season.
get into I'm hoping we get into heroic tonight or tomorrow, at least trying to get the first boss down.
Does that mean it pulls from like
I definitely think we
the
could do
gear
that.
that's inside of it?
No. No, it's random. It's just the pool stuff. Like it's the season pool.
So like if you did time walking in, I don't know, Wrath of the Lich King, for example, that heroic, but it pulled from heroic dungeon built.
You might be actually time walking through Wrath of the Lich King right now, just letting you know. You're a little laggy, is what I'm trying to say.
Well,
Observation. The Mythic 0 gives higher item level than what we're doing right now.
Yeah, it's a 10. But also, kind of not really. Just give it a few bosses. You're right, but you're also not right. But you're still right, but you're not right.
This boss drops.
And welcome to the new viewers. Glad to have you guys. Make sure
that's
I'm
if you
not
actually
muted.
get gear, because I haven't won a thing. So.
Right.
High 5-star, me too. Tell you what though, that neck, almost 4,000 verse.
You said 4,000, and I was like, ooh, and then you said verse.
Ooh. So we're just finishing up our break here really quick, and then we'll be back at it here in just a minute. We've got some big upgrades on some of our hunter brethren. Oh dang! All right, there we go. So we've got one piece of tier already on one of our hunters, our marksman hunter in the group. Very cool.
There's a lot less eggs on normal, I guess. I don't know. Or they're arranged like stupidly. Like if you look at this egg, that looks like a double.
Yeah, look at that. He got the best piece too. I love those shoulders. Look so good, particularly this pauldron, the one on the character's left side. I'm so looking forward to getting the set. In fact, I want to collect literally every one of them. That's one of the reasons I want to get the elite set. Excuse me, for this this season. Which I've already got my PvP set up, so ready to go there.
I'm not gonna fucking complain about that. Anyways, okay, so this room clearly divided into 3 segments. We're gonna be going to each segment, probably, right? And
oh, this is cool.
Filling it up with
shows how they differ.
Thank you for the pings. The red one, by the way, the far one, is likely where we're gonna start. I'll get to why here in a moment, right? But
cool.
So we'll go over there in a segment, and then after a few seconds, the boss will run to the giant vial of blood in the back, or whatever that is. Kind of looks like something out of Venthyr, you know what I'm saying? And break it. That break, healers will do a fair amount of damage. Just heads up, like it's gonna hit us pretty hard. That might be a rotate some CDs type of.
I don't
thing.
remember if this
Also,
is an
break
AOE
time
fight or
reduce
not.
your personals, if you got it, yeah. Just for that, like the damage that's going out, right? And so then from there on out, blood will start to seep from that thing. And so, A, you need to not be on the blood yourself. Obviously, don't stand in the back. B, yeah, that's what I. Well, I'll get to it, Teach. Yeah, you're right, but I'll get to it. So yeah, A, you don't want to be in the blood. B, this is more for the tanks, but not every ad is tankable. The ads don't want to be in the blood either. They get that buff that the trash was getting, and if you thought the trash was bad, just fucking wait, okay? Because these get like special abilities, and most importantly, C, we need to make sure that creeping blood never touches an egg, right? So this is not, the quadrant in front of us is not the quadrant we're going to start in, just giving you full disclosure, but I'm going to use it as an example, right? So if everybody looks over here to our immediate right there on the wall next to X, red X, that's one of the blood canisters, and you can see literally in front of it, there's an egg. So we need to break that egg immediately, you know, when we are in this segment, because if the blood reaches that egg, it gets fucking empowered. The ad inside it gets a lot more dangerous, and chiefly everybody gets ultra slapped with damage. And is it survivable? Knowing the caliber of our healers that carry our fucking weight, yes. But I don't want to put them through that. So you know, how do we break the eggs? Okay. So, there is an ability called Experimental Dosage. It's just your standard, bog standard shadow circle. And that's what you use to break the eggs. So when you get that shit, you pick an egg and...
So we're just kind of doing a refresher on the fight here real quick, and then we'll get started.
And then that should break the
How's it going, Davey? How are you doing tonight? Thanks for checking out the stream. I hope you're enjoying the first day of the new season, the first tier of the War Within.
Just to make it... No, we'll probably need multiple breaks, to be completely honest, yeah.
Well, I mean, like, is it only takes one to break an egg?
To my understanding, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, below Mythic, it's 1 per egg.
Yeah. I don't
Or,
think
well, not 1 per egg, but you only need 1 to break an egg, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Looking at this on normal, it looks like...
Aim to be a master LFR raider. All right. Well, you are in luck, because the LFR wing did open up today. It's the first time that this opened up with normal and heroic. So hopefully you can get some good practice in there. I know I'm going to be hitting LFR later on this week to see if I can soak up any piece of gear. Because I still have the same heroic gear, or heroics gear that I had in my update video that I posted last night. I should actually have a video post here in just a few minutes as well. It was a viewer requested video on what an AoE or a single target build would look like, or single target rotation in your AoE build for Mythic Plus and Dungeons. That should be up here soon, if it isn't right now.
Don't do that. Don't run away with it. We need those circles to kill the eggs that are closest to the shadow, creeping shadow zone. Now again, in normal, it looks like this isn't going to be too crazy.
I've got a macro video that I need to work on that was asked for by a viewer as well. So if you guys want to see some certain videos, please let me know, and if I can make it happen, I will. I want to make content that you guys want to see, and that'll help you enjoy your Marksman Hunter even just a little bit better.
I am making some educated guesses here because I don't fully 100% remember, but if you look...
That's still crazy. That sentinel damage is insane.
To my understanding, that will spawn...
I gotta go back and watch and figure out where that damage came from.
I guess Magma would be a good example. And those guys have an interrupt. So
yeah, that's freaking crazy.
Fat-ass eggs, like such as this one, right?
Yeah, I hardly hit... Look at that. I hardly hit the mobs at all.
I understand that they have
all the sentinel damage was on the boss. Like, I almost did no AoE damage. Look at that. That's crazy.
Mini clusters drop fucking...
Yeah, I after that first set of ads, I said, well, never mind. I'm just going to...
Gahuni model. And if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about...
Interesting.
It's going to be, what? Illidan parasites would be a good example. Just little dudes that will come out, look at somebody, fixate, and try to infest you. And if they get to you, you will take damage, and they will multiply. So yeah, whenever we're breaking eggs, you need to be cognizant of the ads that are coming out, what's going to happen to them, how we deal with them, interrupts, pick up the big guys, you know what I'm saying, run away from the parasites, run them through melee. The parasites, like I said, they fixate, so if you're not fixated, you're good. Also, if you haven't picked up on it by now, pack some fucking AoE. There's going to be a lot of ads in this fight. I'm not saying tank your single target, but prepare to do AoE, okay?
Pump, 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 pump. I don't remember the timings. I watched this video. I watched ready set pull or ready check pull.
Shit coming at us.
A couple weeks ago. Or when it first came out, I should say, for this fight. I need to go back and watch it again.
Will it just put like an icon in the middle of your screen that you press to break the egg? Something like that?
I believe it will just be a debuff.
But welcome to the new viewers. Glad to have you guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I hope you are having a wonderful evening. I showed up late to raid as per usual on Tuesdays. It's pretty much pretty par for the course. So I missed part of the raid, but so far I'm really enjoying it.
About 5 to 6 seconds, give or take. So notice purple, move to egg.
The journal says 10. I don't know. Just be ready. Be ready for what he said, because
it goes much faster. To be honest with you, just because it says 10 seconds, you probably won't notice it until 3 of that.
Okay. There we go.
Not only that, but on heroic it's less. So pretend it's not 10. Okay, like move quickly. I'm not saying interrupt casts. I'm not saying interrupt casts, but definitely be ready to go on eggs and definitely like move quickly.
Yeah, this fight is going to be all about timings if you want to get damage on those ads. Not necessarily the pad. I get it, it's pad damage, but if you have your AoE up, you can massacre them really, really quickly on a marksman hunter.
Together that you can just cleave. That's what it looks like to me. I'm not sure, but that's that's what it looks like. I don't think it's going to be that way in heroic, so we need to start getting used to that idea, right? Of if circle, start moving, go. You don't have time. Almost assuredly, Lana, yeah.
And then prioritize the ones closest to the blood.
Closest to the blood, yeah, which will always mean closest to this fucking thing over here, next to the X, the big glass dome.
Hey, look at that! That's easy easy warband renown. That's a full renown level. So I desperately need to do that tonight, and I can guarantee some much better crafts on my my leatherworking. So this is one of the things that my guild does do. We do kind of hang out and talk a bunch. I know it's not super fun to watch all the time for you guys. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, anything you want to chit chat about, please leave me a message down in the chat. I have both YouTube and Twitch going at once. So if you guys want to check out one or the other, or check out the one you're not currently on, that would be awesome. Help me continue to boost my my I don't know, sub count, I guess. I've been seeing some like amazing growth on the channel, which I really appreciate it. And I'm just glad to see that more people are wanting to come hang out and enjoy Marksman Hunter as much as I do.
Just for cleave. I would not bring him back out to the middle because I don't want people running out as much. Although, to be fair, there is something to be said about not having his gigantic model just in the way of people so people can fucking see.
Okay.
But you get the point.
Look at that.
So
Oof.
I guess the way that we could do it
Got
is
2 items. Got a weapon
like, hey, it's
and boots. Dang, all right.
Near the second group, and then once the first group pops, we'll move them to that.
Very nice.
Kind of something like that. Yeah, I think we're gonna have.
Yeah,
to,
he's got some gear already.
Because they're gonna be more spread out. But for now, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Any other questions? There's not too many more mechanics, but I just want to make sure the eggs thing is understood.
Put a G's down over here, by the way.
Better go use the Jeeves.
Alright, so...
Would a feast be possible?
Well, yeah. No, we were just gonna not feast. Actually, we were gonna feast, kick you, and then... let you bake it.
Okay.
Yeah, just making sure. No, Tanks, are you aware of your Thunderous Blast style mechanic from Raz?
This is beta, right? Something like that, yeah. How's it going? Thanks for checking out the stream. It is the first night of raid, so...
I mean, I'm gonna bubble it.
Did that work in Raz? We tried it.
Yes.
Alright, I think we're getting ready to pull, so... Away goes the webcam again for now. I'll try to see if I can get that figured out.
Use this bubble.
Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, and I mean visually this is what it looks like, I would like to start on the back quadrant back there. Those look to be primarily fat-ass eggs, which means primarily tank spiders. I don't mean to put more work on you, Tanks, but I mean that should be more manageable than having those stuff going on, right? So that is the segment that I would like to start.
Getting those Broodkeeper Diurna vibes. They definitely modeled this fight off of that one.
After that, we'll go to the one marked with the star. That should be I think that'll be the second easiest. Supposedly, I don't know if...
So I'm still trying to figure out where we're going to be positioning the bosses, so I will be delaying my rapid fire more so than I normally would, just to make sure that I'm going to get that lunar storm damage going out. Let me double check. Yeah, so I am in that AoE. I went ahead. I'm doing like I'm keeping Crescent Steel as well, just for damage. Yeah, definitely. I'm enjoying raid so far. Had some pretty good damage on some of these bosses up to this point.
On in here and then tanks, no pull timer, just whenever everybody's in here, we can just go.
All right, ready?
You want me to send them?
Yeah. Do it to
3, 2.
Also, I'm bloodlusting right away.
Special coming.
Here comes the container breach. This should hurt. Just be wary. Some swirlies. Don't stand in the bad. First injection. This should be the circle. We have one egg that definitely needs to be popped. Don't overlap if you can help it, right? Just one circle per egg. Should be fine.
On. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Looks like we have a circle meleeing in, like, right next to the boss. Unfortunate, but that's okay. We got one of them to pop. Keep an eye out on that circle. That's what we don't want to happen, pretty much ever. But that's okay. It happened. That's how we get there. Yeah. Should be having some more injections coming out here. There was a spider head, and you can see the shadow coming. So we need these 2 eggs sort of to the left and right taken care of. So next set of debuffs, definitely deal with that. Here we go. Need these 2 circles, one on one side, one on the other. I see 2 people run into the same egg. We need it on this side over here.
Raid grab. Holy shit.
Target you.
Oh shit.
That grab OP.
You're goddamn right. Okay, 3rd injection coming. It's obviously not gonna be enough for all 3 eggs, unless there's gonna randomly be 3 injections. I don't know. But keep an eye out, man.
That's where we get the middle one, right?
I guess, I mean, they're... Looks like they're equidistant, right? I don't know. We'll see. Take that one, take that one, take that one, take that one. You're a melee, take that one. We're gonna have an interruptus boy here.
I'm guessing he doesn't clean.
So we're probably gonna have this pop because of that first egg miss. That right there. That's why we cannot have that happen. It might be close. We'll see. Healers, get fucking ready. Everybody get fucking ready for this. It's gonna be the damage.
It's a dot, right? It's not instant damage.
Special coming.
Oh, maybe it doesn't do it on normal.
Still a word needs to be kicked.
Oh no, these guys still hurt. No, that's just the thing going on. This is not the quadrant I wanted to end up in, by the way, but that's fine.
Move to egg.
Range 2, you take care of nothing. Nothing, he's dead. Nothing. Nice job on that.
Alright, already on it, Captain.
Nice job on that. Inject.
Are you at the top?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you.
No, that's fine.
So this is the Goonies quarter, just so you know. It's gonna be a lot of little guys fixating on people.
That's the next egg that needs to go.
Is she standing on an egg, or did we pop it? It looked like we popped it, but...
We popped it on.
I popped one.
Alright, cool. Perfect. So yeah, as you can see, 1 egg miss, and we had an egg explosion. 1!
And then...
Egg breaches are out. There's one that definitely needs to pop, and it looks like Teach is heading towards it. Yep. and then there's another person over here. Perfect. Nice job. There is one of these Spidey boys coming in for the tanks. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this. The tank can be on blood. It's not an issue. Don't know if you cared about that, but like with the boss is what I mean. The boss is not a problem. The ads are.
Okay. I was trying to make it any way to keep it closer to the things we're fighting.
Sure, because we don't want people standing in it and it cleave. Yeah, of course.
All right, there we go. There we go. That was pretty good.
Alright, nice job.
Ooh.
I was sweating.
Jesus, the staff has leech.
We got a chest piece, it looks like.
Or Warbound.
You get a Warbound or
Trinket ring.
Oh, nice. You got a Warbound 590 ring. That ring is nice.
I just
That
rolled a
trinket
one.
for healers is nice.
All right.
It's huge mastery.
Can we get some luck in the chat? I got a chest piece that I need to roll on here. Okay, so that's gonna be for off spec. It's not showing me the fingers crossed. All right, here we go. I have to beat Barry, and Barry rolled a 74. So if I beat a 74, here we go.
It's petty palptastic.
It's just me and Cowpow. Sacrifice your firstborn to the RNG gods. Let's go. How's it going, Ross? Let's go. Okay, it's just me. Come on, I can do it. I can do it. Yeah! There we go. Stealth. It was you, Ross. You. Nice job. Best time to roll a 97. Unfortunately, that is already a veteran piece of gear, but I will take it. Goodbye, firstborn. Yes. I hope not. I don't even have one of those yet. But yes, there we go. First tier piece of the expansion.
Sorry.
And welcome to all the new viewers. Perfect time. We just took down Broodtwister, and then we are heading over to my other favorite fight for this tier or this expansion so far, which is going to be the Nexus-Princess. All right, so let's go ahead and learn that chess piece. R.I.P. to my chainmail of depleting brilliance. It was nice knowing you. And there we go, chess piece with a huge amount of crit on that. This is PTR, right? Yeah. No, not quite. This is live, so it's more important than PTR. Hey, killing it on the DPS.
It's random, right?
What build is Hasker running? That's a great question. Let me check for you. Will it actually show me his build? They don't actually have the build. Let me look. Let me look and see what he's running. So looks like he's running a Relentless Ferocity Deadly Duo Bombarder build. Looks pretty. Raids dropped today. Raid here in the US, raid started today, and then for EU, raid should start tomorrow. So yeah, that's what he's currently running. I don't know too much about the new builds. I kind of knew about old survival builds, but I don't really know about the new stuff yet.
Oh, don't harpoon to these guys, I guess.
But yeah, let's go ahead and equip that bad boy. Whew.
Oh, man.
That is looking real nice.
You hear that? Don't harpoon.
Oh, God.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah,
exactly.
You should get a clip of that and fucking send that to anybody who's like, why aren't you playing survival?
That right there.
The only reason I need. Never have
Should
that
I at least
problem.
see what the run back is like? I don't know if I can be res all the way down here.
It's not that bad. There's a play point.
So I mean, if I get anything out of this was the only thing I got, that's a huge win for me. I'll definitely take that. that leads the way to potentially seeing maybe a 2-set this week. I doubt it.
I want to know how I ripped
But-
aggro off something that I wasn't even.
But yeah, look at that. That is an obscene amount of crit. That automatically went from a 584 to a 603 chess piece. That's a champion level piece already. One piece of tier down. Yes. Okay. This was the fight that I think I was looking forward to the most, from what I saw at least, because I haven't seen the final boss of the tier.
All right, so this is Artificer Cymox. So there's gonna be some portals. Oh wait a minute.
What I thought too.
Now you're thinking with portals.
He sure is.
We hired the same architect.
All right, so the whole thing about this boss, pretty much, is the portals she spawns. So she is going to target a few people.
Oh, also, so this week I am not really going to be putting any sort of enchants. I'll put one on my chest piece, but I'm not going to be putting any really enchants or anything like that on my armor until we get a few more pieces that we're going to actually keep. Just because they're so expensive right now, and I'm hardly using any consumables. I'm only using a flask and then some pre-pots because we dropped a cauldron for those. But that was pretty good damage-wise. So still had some good damage. I could have definitely done a little bit better on some of those add timings on that last fight. But all in all, like 60% chance to crit with aim shot, like that's probably on the high side there. Rapid fire is good damage. Yeah, that 58%'s got to be a little high. But I mean, that's fine. That's good for us. Maybe it's abnormal, but that's fine. I'll take it.
Divided between each rift. So let's say we're standing where she is, right? And we have rifts on each.
So yeah, very cool. Decent lunar storm damage there. As long as the boss as long as you're cognizant of using that rapid fire, at least for single target encounters, the Sentinel lunar storm damage hasn't been a problem.
Right? And we have a rift on each of these, or however many there are, because it's not going to be all 6, right? Then each rift will pull us equally to each other, and we won't get pulled into a one-shot rift, right? We'll just get kind of yoinked around a little bit. That is your goal when getting hit with assassination, is spreading these
This fight is the one, though, that if you get below 10% health, they basically execute you, which will be fun.
Clone dude at each one of these points, and that they're like equally distributed around, so that when Nether Rift happens, we get pulled in all directions.
And if you guys missed any of some of these kills, I will actually be clipping part of the stream and uploading those if you guys want to check those out.
We're toast, because every rift is going to pull us towards coin at the same time. We're all going to get fucking yoinked. Everyone's going to die.
Oh yeah, Battleground Blitz came out this week too. I forgot about that.
Does everybody understand that very important information of, if you have assassination, spread out around these kind of points of the hexagon? It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, it doesn't, there could be...
How's it going, Stokes? Yeah, actually, so the fight that you see right now, this was an AoE hybrid fight, but I do have some pure single target fights to share. Sikran was #1 there on that fight. That's a pure single target fight. And then Rasha'nan, that one's almost entirely single target, other than some ads, but I actually didn't get any ad damage. I got 0.9%, so had some huge sentinel damage. This has got to be an outlier, but yeah, so doing pretty well, keeping up the damage and doing some pretty good DPS so far, and that's with officially now a 587 item level.
You understand that?
I was 586 for those other fights.
Do you know when she spawns the rift underneath her?
No, timing-wise, no. I mean, I know they all go out at the same time, right? So whenever you hear me say, "Hey, here come the rifts," right? Then,
okay, so it happens. Okay.
Yeah. They all.
I hope you guys are having a great night so far. We're getting ready to pull here, so I will get rid of the webcam again. Sorry about that.
Okay, so After the rifts happen, the rifts will sort of turn back to their, shadow clone copy of you, right? And so those things will throw out daggers. It's literally just like a line of damage. Just don't get hit, right? They also just deal damage, by the way, healers, like just natural damage. There's going to be natural damage going out at all times. And there is an ability called Twilight Massacre. And so that will cause all those clones to target somebody. That target looks like the same red line that you just saw in, what was his name? Sikran?
But yeah, I know that Marksman, it wasn't rated very highly on like tier lists, that sort of thing. But that almost always happens, and I don't really put any value into those. Like, I totally get it, and if you like those, that's awesome. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about them. But I don't really care. I'm going to continue to play Marksman and try to push myself to do more damage and keep that green bar on top as much as possible.
Like that, right? Instead, the best case scenario is that they charge you literally right next to them. So if you're at coin, your dude's at coin, he targets you, and you just back up a little bit, and he charges you very, limp dick charge outwards towards the edge, and then he's still right here, right? Perfect.
Oh.
Obviously, that's not always going to be possible. If it happens where you have to fucking haul ass and you have to cross the entire room, at the very least, make sure that they don't charge the whole room. It seems like they stop either on you or right behind you. So if they don't go far, that's still okay. Because remember, the tanks can still look at the room and be like, uh-oh, I need to put the boss over here. And then that helps us, right? So we have a little counterplay in that sense. But the real bad scenario is people not paying attention, having these things charge across the room and end up all together, all willy-nilly, right? That's going to be what kills us. Everybody understand that Twilight Massacre?
Yep.
By the way, that deals a fair amount of damage if you get hit. Some people are going to get hit, they can't help it. But it deals a fair amount of damage, and
I cannot wait to get this trinket.
Like some
Scaradin's
actually that might be Hero
Grace.
that releases the orbs. There might be some projectiles.
So looking forward to that.
For sure. Okay.
Queen's Bane. Yeah, that's the heroic mechanic.
Okay, then never mind. On heroic, there's some orbs that come out if you get hit. I mean, try not to get hit if you can help it, anyways. But you might not need to worry too much about.
I like how it still has these in there.
Thing, although there are still daggers.
Yeah. Should probably remove that
pretend
stuff.
like there's orbs.
Yeah, pretend like there's orbs. I want to see you, fucking dancing. Any questions about that charge? Again, I know it's related to the clones, but it's important that you understand that.
Ah, yes, Necrotic Wake. Oh, I have missed you so.
Alright, cool. I'm going to move on then. So, tanks, there is some sort of debuff for you to handle. Honestly, I don't quite remember.
Oh, Siege, how I hate you.
But I know there's like something you get hit by. I was more focused on the rift thing for the tanks, to be completely honest with you.
I think it's called like Void Treaders or something.
Something like that, yeah. I can't remember.
It
seems like a taunt.
after 3. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna try that.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I so wish that
And
this
so
Hoop of the Blighted, which is from
other
the
big
Rookery,
thing-
I hoped that was
it's
going to
not
be in
been
this
Fate
season.
Bound,
It's
it's
not,
the
but
entire
yeah, it's
fight
okay.
is. So if you
Ton of
ever
really good
get
options.
shish kebabbed and you're at
Looking at
low
like
health,
Sacbrood, stuff
you
like
need to
that.
pop a cooldown. I know that sounds
I'm not
stupid,
sure what the other
but
ring
in
would
this
be.
fight, you really need to pop a cooldown.
One of
Because
our
anybody that gets below 10%
BIS
health,
items is
the boss
from
tries to fucking
obviously
kill you
Queen
and
and
deals a
Surek.
ton of damage.
It's that Seal of the Poisoned
if you're
Pack.
at 10%,
It's heavy
you
crit.
haven't
Oh,
pressed
it's
a
so
potion
beautiful.
Or a health, well, we don't have health.
It's so
A
beautiful.
potion, something, a fucking defensive, and one of our healers.
It's a
goes
very
above you.
rare though, so who knows?
You're gonna get punched.
I have a chance to get that mount as well.
And so
The Silken
after
Court's going to
dealing
be
with a couple
annoying
rifts, the
though.
boss will
It's
recover
definitely going to be
energy.
hard.
Let me actually see. So it doesn't look like she has energy right now. So this might not be one of those fights where they start.
But we've only got 3 bosses left, and then we'll move
She gets
over to
100
Heroic.
energy, she'll go to the center of the room, start doing some cones around the room, right? And this is just damage. Just dance. Dance around the pie slices. Don't get hit, right? And there are also blazes. If you remember Farak, the blaze mechanic, the line that's, you know, it might be angled. Yeah, it's for rock beams.
Pretty sure the cones are heroic.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I'll take your word for it.
Pretend there's cones.
Pretend there's cones because it's gonna happen, and then she still tries to execute you during that, obviously. And then it's just damage, and then we just get through it. And I believe we have 3 of those phases before we die. So there is a bit of a DPS check here. I'm not worried about that, to be honest with you. But yeah. Any questions?
All right, sounds like we're getting ready to go.
Okay. No questions.
Here we go.
He's spawning. Where do we want to start him on a marker? Or is it like we just have to like react and bring him away from stuff?
Actually, that's not a bad idea, actually. Like,
Only person that you've been crushing in the deepest. Well, thank you. I have a ton of experience on a marksman hunter.
That's fine as long as you're comfortable and don't move around.
I play at every single tier. I learn the little ins and outs, and I don't know. I always see the little things that we can, you know, do to try to get the most out of the hunter, and it really does boil down to having your cooldowns up for the right situations, which I'll, you know, continue to try to do a better job of that every time I log into my character. But yeah, I played it in BFA when it was quote like D tier, still crushed it. Was beating Beast Mastery when it was S tier and I was D tier, but I don't know what to say. Just a lot of practice. Practice makes perfect. And anything I can do to help the cause for other people to want to try out their marksman is going to be awesome.
If it's gonna get spicy, this is where it's gonna start to get spicy.
So let's get that hunter's mark on there. We'll get a pull going and see how it goes. But I'm so glad that you've been playing since MOP. I've been playing since BC on my hunter. I switched between survival hunter back when it was a dot class all the way, and marksman all the way through Cataclysm, and then I've been marksman ever since. I've enjoyed literally every second of it.
It looks like Mr. Zaft has chosen his starting destination. So that means you know there's going to be a rift at purple. So if you have the mechanic, if you have assassination,
and I'll have those kill videos out maybe tonight or tomorrow. I'll see what I can do after raid is out. But here we go.
blow us from the top.
Check that build. There we go. I mean, it's a little late now, huh?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So first assassination coming out very quickly here. Very, very quickly. So these are the portals. I see one that might... no, it'll be fine. Cool. So rifts are going to happen already. And so we have some in the back here, and we have the tank one. So you want to be pulled here in the middle. So you can see I'm barely fucking moving in the middle here. I'm literally just drifting a little bit. And the massacre is quick after this, so get ready to run to a shade if you get targeted here. They've already targeted.
Oh, I got hit by that. Ouch.
Okay, so we have shades all over the place. Tanks, I'm going to
stay away from lines.
Relocate in less than 5 seconds, probably towards X.
Towards X?
Yeah.
Watch
you have
your
3
step.
shades on that side. Okay, so this might get a little bit sauced. Sauce your mince here, Arthas.
Oh, fuck, alright.
First time? Alright, we have a...
Stay away from lines.
We have daggers coming, and then we have the transition coming. Keep the fight going, because why not?
Watch
the
your
melee
step.
just got cooked.
Oh, yeah. Fucking zap fried. This looks survivable even if we fuck it up for the time being, by the way. Unless everybody popped speed. But no, that looks survivable. Alright, here's the transition. So these are blazes. Use same blaze logic. Try and get yourself to safety, but then don't move too much afterwards. Let people dodge you. There's no reason to, you know, scare your feet, scare your feet, scare your feet, scare your feet. These really are just blazes, huh? Void blazes?
Yeah.
Purple blazes, very much it.
Good old phase.
I think we were thinking the same thing there, Mr. Berry. Alright, tanks pick a home. You can get somebody up, and just anybody, it doesn't matter. Anybody that will get practice here. Get those out. Tanks, you're gonna have a rift in 10 seconds. This looks good. So you'll notice, there's one more of those boyos out there now. Even more pull. Remember, the massacre happens very fast after this. Get ready to react. If you get targeted, find your clone and get to it quickly. Yeah, it does look like they land just behind you. Look at that shit, okay.
Stay away from lines.
If you wanted to scooch a little bit, tanks, you could, but honestly, this looks okay. We'll see, right? But
watch your step.
actually, I think the scooch was correct. Pro scooch strats, what can I say? Massacre happening again. Still looks
Stay away from lines.
Just be careful, there's one on top of you guys.
I bubbled, you might need to talk back.
Watch your step.
Fine, I guess.
Yeah, there should be a middle ground here. And then we have a starry night, starless night, whatever this is called. Starless. Blaze is coming. Again, keep the fight going. There's no reason to stop it. We're getting some practice. Even though at this point I think we run into the end rage, but it's okay. Soft end rage.
EMs can't move, I'm lagging.
Line on you.
Tanks have chosen their home. Should have one more B-res, right? Go ahead and rip it. On anybody. Don't matter. So now it's real serious. Look at how many we got, and we have
watch your
the
step.
boss rift. Oh, but look at the positioning! The technique! Massacre coming. Get ready, there's not that many people alive at the moment.
Our master's up.
I.e., there's gonna be like high likelihood of you getting targeted.
Stay away from lines.
Rift coming, watch daggers. Ooh, damn.
Watch your step.
This one's gonna be a little wonk. Not too bad. Another massacre coming, and these boys are a little bit spread out. Obviously, at this point, just do what you can. Yeah, just do what you can to not group them up as much.
Stay away from lines.
You drag her out just a little bit towards the edge of the wall. That might be ideal.
Watch your step.
Let's see if I'm right. And then I believe either during this starry night or after is the We Are Dead. Oh yeah, we are. So this is the We Are Dead.
This is here.
Yeah. I don't know if we are, you know, actually dead, or if this is just this never ends, right? So if you have anything left in the tank, pop it now, right? No reason not to.
The time is dying.
Time is here, yeah.
Line on you.
I don't know if at some point she's just gonna say, okay, the fight's over and kill us here, right? Maybe
Yeah,
we
7
get to
days.
squeeze it out. Is that real? Is that the debuff? It is,
That's
yeah.
the debuff timer.
Oh boy!
Wow. Damn. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm not worried about this fight at all. We got all the way up to here with 8 people dead.
Yeah,
on the grid,
we
right?
lost a few people early on there, but that's
fine.
okay. That was a good first pull.
It was correct to put the assassination. Is that what it's called? Not the assassination. The
Pretty good, if I do say so myself.
not placing the clone down when they dash. It's to put it just directly outside, right?
Ideally, you want it to dash, like, aligned to where it is, right? Like, don't have it cross the room. So
if we're here in purple and I'm jumping here,
you want it like
we want it
out.
Right
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
outside of this line.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Obviously, that spreads them out. Obviously, that spreads them out a little bit, but
yeah, you can cheese.
And welcome to the new viewers. Glad to have you guys.
Yeah,
Getting ready to take down the Nexus-Princess.
Yeah. And then, and obviously, if there's one at the wall way the fuck back here where I'm jumping, right? Remember, they land like right behind you, so it's still okay. If they're not grouped up here, it's still okay to just walk up to him, let him dash through you, and he'll still be right here. Like, that's okay. It's essentially just keeping them.
My damage was
more or less
skewed a
where
little
they're
bit
at
there
and
because
not
I
near the center, so we have
lived
room
the whole time. So
honestly, we did fine for.
yeah, that was good damage though.
Why do you keep opening portals to stone?
He really likes stone.
Hey, it's the
for safety.
it's the hip happening place to be.
I have a hammer.
How's it going, Ben? This is the Nexus-Princess Kaiveza. Kaiveza? Yeah. Which is the either the 5th or the 6th boss in the raid. It is currently the 6th boss for us. After this, there is the Silken Court, and then there's the final boss, which is, what's her name? Queen Ansarek.
The new cool way to prepare.
I need to make me some of those.
I would love to see a Void Reaper's contract. That'd be nice. I mean, I take the weapon, but I am going to be making a weapon, so I'm not too worried about that. I'd love to see maybe a tier piece. I've already got one piece of tier. Not really going to go for the Treacherous Transmitter. But Silken Court has really not too much other than tier for us. Actually, the shoulders aren't too bad. We'd rather it be crit mastery than mastering crit. But then there's that ring that drops off the final boss. I'd love. Yes, thank you. I've been practicing. Still have that. I'm still in all heroics gear except for this chest piece. I did manage to get the chest piece from the previous boss. But all in all, like, I know that people are saying that Marksman isn't going to be real good, but I mean, I'm really enjoying it so far. Maybe we don't scale as well as everybody else, but I mean, like, we have some good players in our raid, and we still seem to be doing pretty well keeping up with them.
It seems like she does 4 in a quick succession, so I just taunted after she did 4 in a quick succession.
Yeah, that's
So we'll get back in there, and we'll do just a little bit better. We lost 8 people like within the first minute, and then we almost still clutched it out. So we'll probably cut, like, I don't know, a minute and a half or so, or maybe closer to 2 minutes off this fight. When half your DPS are dead, it's hard to kill a boss.
John, it's happening. The friend of mine who wants to get into 40k is asking me about lore questions.
I'm so proud.
I got him.
We got him, boys.
He's asking me about Vulcan salamanders. I'm like, my brother.
Oh, I can talk about that.
Can you just quit fucking spreading your salamander propaganda? I would much appreciate it.
I'm still paying for my sins, motherfucker.
Yeah, you are. You fucking ruined fucking Ninth.
Alright, let's
Roll
get
on
a
everything, yeah.
poll going. I see. Yeah, we'll do it after this couple.
I'm a fellow Salamanders player.
Thank you. There you go.
Gotta love Adrax Agatone. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I do not leave witnesses.
Alright, Assassinate's coming out. Be very ready. There they go. Remember, the tanks are gonna drop one.
Marked for death.
That'll work. Rifts.
Watch your step.
Devouring darkness.
followed quickly by the Massacre. Remember, quickly. Here we go. Get ready to move. One of these dashed like right across the room. Tanks, can I get a reposition to X?
Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
Thank you.
Devouring darkness.
Remember, when you get targeted by those clones, right now, look for a red line. Right now. If you're targeted, look for a red line. Right now. I need you to move right now. If you waited, you're already too late. There's clone right next to the melee tanks. I'm going to need another
Stay away from
slight
lines.
reposition. Probably to start as you're doing it.
Quick and painless.
Watch your step.
It's about to get juicy.
Surrender to the night.
Alright. Get Ticho. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I died getting Gao.
I didn't realize. Thank you for your service.
Line on you.
Alright, back to it. +1 assassination. Tanks, find your home. 10 seconds, assassinate. B-res in sub 2 minutes. Assassinate's going out. That looks perfect.
Good dash.
Watch
Rift
your
from
step.
boss coming. Should be a safe zone in the middle here. Followed by the Massacre. Remember, look around, see if you have a red beam. You gotta do it quickly. Because that is a clone targeting you. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Run out.
Go, find your red beams, walk at them. You want them to dash exactly like Star and Green did, and not so much Purple.
Stay away from
But
lines.
that's okay. The reason we don't
Watch
want
your
them
step.
near the middle is because that'll hit other people with Queen's Pains. That's a little bit dangerous. But that's okay. Massacres, find your red beam. Kinda in a square.
Stay away from lines.
As long as it doesn't land like dead center, we should be okay. Should. Keyword.
Watch your step.
Yeah, this is serviceable, you know? Serviceable distance. And here we go. Healers, what do you need? Do you need me to pick up Cow, or can I get Teach for damage? Boss almost dead.
Line on you.
Alright, I'm making the choice.
Out that water elemental.
He's trying his best.
It doesn't matter if boss is dead. Just click on the rest if you feel like it.
Hey, all right, there we go. 816 on that one. Come on, contract.
In the chest.
No contract.
Ooh, trinket.
Oh, the weapon did drop though. Hmm.
Winning the real thing.
That's a lot of agility on that trinket. That gives.
I'm going to pass on the weapon, and I'm going to let him have the weapon. Because I'm going to craft one myself.
Memory serves, that treacherous transmitter is real strong for a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
Does it just give main stat to everyone?
Yep.
Or is it like intellect or agi?
Oh yeah. Yeah, mine is strength.
I get spirit? That's weird.
I get spirit. I'm getting resilience.
Resilient.
No tier on that one. That's okay though.
It took me an embarrassing amount of time to realize what joke you were making there.
Oh, I got a dagger. I got a warband dagger. You know, for that class I don't play. That's cool. Well, I mean, I am going to be working on a rogue just for, like, farming purposes, so that'll be cool once I get it to 80. Cool. So yeah, there we go. That is 6 of 8 normal down. Again, that's a pure single target fight. Still seeing a ton of really good damage. And look at that sentinel damage. That's crazy.
Can I be greedy and can we pull this trash back?
Absolutely crazy damage there.
This is like a lieutenant mob. Does anybody care?
So we are headed to the Silken Court, and that is where we're going to be for a hot minute, I think.
Maximum gains, you know what I'm saying?
I'll be doing a 2-target cleave fight on it, so that'll be interesting. It'll be AoE plus 2-target cleave.
Me and Twisted decided this pack is dying.
So by the way, oh man, fucking worth it. You're welcome.
Prime slime.
Prime slime. That's the prime slime. So by the way, I did see some people kind of getting a little flim flam by the clones. If you don't understand like what's going on with that, do let me know. We can talk about it. It's not a big deal.
Nothing wrong with not knowing the mechanics on day
How
one.
dare you not know the mechanic on day one after one pool where you may have been dead for most of it due to not knowing it? How dare you?
Who do you think you are?
Which could also have mechanics that are not even in the videos as well. How dare you?
That's happened in the past.
I think anybody who died on that needs to make a YouTube channel so I can leave nasty comments on your poll there.
These are yams. These are Takaj and Anubaraj. They're 2 bosses in the raid, and that's what they are.
Yeah, let's look on this thing. Physical. Yep. Okay.
Oh.
There's no way you randomly got a fucking hunter mage druid thing, right?
What?
It's not a thing, right?
I mean, I'll take it. You can trade it. But that's interesting. If you can get that to like trade, like, you know what I mean? Because look at the item level. It's a lower item level piece.
Why do you have this?
What the fuck?
What the?
Who didn't roll on this?
It's 571.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, that's LFR level.
I have a feeling that is like push loot through the warbound thing.
They said they're gonna have a lot of that.
Oh, was this Warbound?
No.
It says Bob.
I mean, for us, it might say something different for him.
Yeah, so then how did he get...
does that say Warbound for you, Sanga?
It doesn't for me, and now it's in my bags.
Oh.
What is fucking happening?
She was like, all I do with this glitch, take it.
It was a 100 roll by Leon.
Dude, that's even lower than Raid Finder. What is that?
That's like a heroic, like last week.
That's so weird. Look at that. Yeah, like we just got a 571 tier piece drop in somebody's bag who doesn't
when Warbound
use
items
it.
drop, they're 1 tier lower than what they can drop right now.
I don't think this was the one that he rolled on.
No,
so
that would have been a 90 piece, something like that.
Okay, so then
It would have been like a 600 item level. Normal's dropping 600.
So does any of the hunters, mages, and druid other than Mike want this? Who got a 91?
Dang.
That
That's
looked
that's
like
so
a
wild.
bug.
Also, just not to pull the rug out from under, but so this drop for you, Aji, right? Like you looted this. If this is supposed to be one of those warbound things, do you want to keep this before I pawn it off to the nearest? Okay, well that's it.
Well, I mean, you just said it's not warbound whenever you have it in your inventory, right?
No, I know, but if it ever gets fixed.
Oh yeah.
That's so crazy. It just randomly got a tier piece.
You better trade me, sir, because I'm not going to.
Scary.
You have to tear this from my cold, dead hands.
Oh dang, that's.
I don't look for you.
So now all 3 hunters have 1 tier piece.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't thank me. Thank Aji. He's the real hero.
Thank you.
All right. Anyway,
Okay, so let's talk about this boss for a little bit. This is gonna be.
this one's gonna be fun.
Interesting.
Fun.
So
Fun.
first off, these guys have like linked health. And
Alright.
So you should cleave
Do.
as much as you can at all times. Okay, so.
I can't actually cleave on them with multi-shot and trick shots, so I'm not gonna bother with that.
Earlier phases, right? So phase 1, it's gonna primarily be.
So it'll basically just be whenever I have my
that we're gonna have to
volley
deal
up.
with. So he does this thing called reckless charge.
I'll pick Chimera shot
Don't get hit
instead
by
of Arcane
charge,
shot.
Right? It hurts even if we're gonna stop him, and we are, right? That's part of the mechanic. But just in case you needed to hear this, don't get hit by the charge. It's gonna be a very large column beam. That's gonna.
I don't even know how. This is one of those fights where I wasn't sure how to actually build
we need
it.
to stop this charge, and the way we do that is there is another.
Wonder if I should try Killzone. You know what? I'm gonna try Killzone just to see.
And so this thing kind of puts some.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird fight for this.
You're gonna need 2 people.
Whatever. I'll just do that.
One pair on normal. We don't need 2 pairs, but we need 2 people, 1 pair on normal. To when the time is right.
Yeah. Okay.
go into
I don't
that
know. We'll try it.
bomb,
It's a janky build, but we'll try it.
somebody will walk into the bomb and explode it, and that will link you. And so that link, that strand that you're linked together, first off, to my understanding, it has like a circle around you that tells you, if you're too far from your partner. Like it shows you the break zone. If you remember, like I'm pretty sure the chains from that one.
That would have been crazy if I could have got the two set night one. The 2 set isn't like amazing, but it would still been pretty cool.
We need that combo of people to stretch the web out such that it crosses that charge like beam, right? So that path that he's gonna take, it's gonna be a very, very big obvious graphic, and you need to stretch that beam across that so that he runs into the stretched out web and stops. Because if he hits the wall, then he deals a shit ton of damage to everybody. It's actually, it looks like mostly survivable. Like if we fuck it up and we pop some cooldowns, we could probably survive the damage. I don't want to. Just So that's very important that everybody understands that charge mechanic and how to interrupt it. We're probably just gonna designate a combo of people. If there's any volunteers, let me know, right? And there's no debuff to prevent you from just continually doing it, which means I probably want some mobile ranged on it, so man, they don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Everybody understand more or less how that web bomb charge thing is gonna come out.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So by the way, tanks, just making an observation here. You're gonna want to cleave as much as possible, but you're not always going to be able to. Just do your best to get the boss around, right? But they're both going to, like, during their respective phase, they're both going to fuck off.
All sets around a 1 to 2%. Actually, is near 3, which is nice. Oh dang, that is crazy. Thanks for sharing that info, by the way. That is crazy. I know for me, for example, it's just arcane shot and multi-shot damage. I actually think that multi-shot I'll get more value in AoE than I will. Fun fact, they put multi-shot together and they don't hyphenate it in this in the 2 set. It's supposed to be multi-hyphen-shot, and then I just realized that they just put it as multi-shot together.
I'm not quite sure if you have to like
Interesting.
tank swap at all times with the piercing strike tanks, because the other guy also just bolts you a lot. Unsure. I know it's dispellable.
But we'll be live again tomorrow. Hopefully I won't be as delayed getting on. We'll probably take down the Silken Court tonight. We have an hour to do that. And then we'll head over to the final boss, and then I'm hoping we'll get into Heroic sometime tomorrow. That's kind of my goal. That'd be kind of cool.
One of these dudes will teleport in the middle and shield himself. By the way, that is, you know, like a shield, right? So if you have, Evokers in the group, if you have a shield damage ability, which you do, Unravel, right? Or if you have something like that, like the Shattering Throw, whatever, if that's still good, I have no idea. If you have an ability like that, probably good here. Probably does okay damage, yeah? And so while that shield holds, he's just going to be spinning around, well, not spinning around, but there's going to be like webs going around the room. It's kind of like, if I had to compare it to something, if you think Soul Render, Dormazane, I think his name is, in Sanctum, where he would put the cones in sequence and you sort of had to find the safe zone before it blew up. It's something along those lines, right? There's 2 that go out,
and welcome to the new viewers. Glad to have you guys. Hope you're enjoying the first night or the first day / night of Season 1. Making some good progress so far tonight in Raid.
Right? Yeah, definitely do not panic. But yeah, so once we break the shield, it goes into the next phase, right? And so at that point, it's going to be the caster guys, Takajis, however you say his name's time to shine. So
sorry, I'm
this is
trying
really
to not
important you're aware
cough
of this.
in the mic.
All of you listening, there's going to be a debuff that goes off called Stinging Swarm. Okay, I need you to, because I don't know the exact timings on this, but I need you to not just spam dispel this. Okay, because this will just jump to anybody or the boss. Now we needed to jump to the boss, but we needed to jump to the boss at the correct moment.
All right, sorry about that.
That's
Got a
important, you
message
guys
there real quick.
understand.
Need to answer.
You see this
I don't know. Maybe.
spam clicking it because
Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. How's my overall experience as marksman in Raid? Clunkiness on some fights? No, not really. I have found that I haven't felt really strapped for haste at all, or focus regeneration for that matter. I've been the #1 DPS on every fight except for the one that I wasn't here for, because I wasn't here for it. Single target AOE. I don't know. I think we're doing pretty well.
Now the timing for this is a little suspect.
Oh, reset in 6 hours. Gotcha. Yeah, and I'm not sure if we'll finish tonight or not. We have 59 minutes of raid left. We tend to particularly these first couple of weeks, we take a little while talking about things, so we do kind of burn a lot of our raid time that way. And this fight in particular is kind of intensive compared to the others. So I sure hope so. But if nothing else, we'll be back here tomorrow, and I do think we'll get into Heroic before the end of the raid night tomorrow night. And how's it going, Ben? Old Hunter here, loving Marksman. Well, I am so glad to hear that. I am so happy to hear that so many more people are enjoying Marksman. I guess at the webcam I can turn it back on now, at least for now. But I'm so glad that more people are checking out the spec, old players, new players alike. So I hope that you are enjoying everything so far.
The tank strike is still going out. There's still a front door. There's still some ads coming out. We still have to deal with that.
But I don't know that I'm going to be getting too many more drops, which again is completely fine. The only drop I really want is that ring from Unsarak. Thinking about Marksman and Frost Mage, but I think your raid leading. Okay, yeah. Hey, that sounds awesome. So Straggler, what guild and what server do you play on?
There's also just some other cones.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I will, if you guys missed out on our previous kills for tonight, I will be posting those as separate kill videos later on this evening. As soon as I get done raiding tonight, I'll probably take the stream down, cut it up, and post those videos if you guys would like to check those out. Because I think we did pretty well, particularly considering our item level.
More time passes.
When you've seen Marksman, it seemed a little boring and bland, but when I started playing around the Sylvanas bow thingy, those resets are actually great. So, Burning Legion EU, all right. EU player, very cool. We actually, on our raid team, we have a couple of players that are on US accounts, but they are over in the EU. Hanging out with us. It's like 3 a.m. or something for them right now.
And then, after that...
So yeah, a lot of stuff on this fight.
Every mechanic is in play after that second intermission. Every single mechanic.
But yeah, I'm really excited to get back into Dark Ranger play once we get 11.05, assuming all of those changes do hit live. They'll obviously have to tune it. I totally get that. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what that Dark Ranger gameplay is going to be like. Oh, gotcha. I play on Zangarmarsh. I am on US servers, and I play on Zangarmarsh.
They need to keep their link from that pull-in and deal with the charge.
I've been playing on this server since 2008.
Any questions about that?
I think.
It sounds like a
when
lot
it first came out.
practice
My
the
original
last
server was
phase going
Ghostlands.
like a lot of like, oh,
It was a brand new server when I started playing. But then I've been here on Zangarmarsh basically ever since.
What are you referring to?
They have like cones that they're gonna start whipping out.
Yeah.
Like so he'll put out.
Let's see.
Well, technically, I believe the Impale is not a cone.
Oh, maybe you guys, if you guys both play on EU, maybe you can go hang out. Be pretty cool. It's so that's something that's been so crazy for me is that there is so many people from all over the world that have checked out some of my videos, and we've talked about Marksman Hunter. It's so cool. I am so appreciative of everybody who comes and hangs out. It makes streams much better when there's actually people watching.
Sequence, right? So he'll spawn like a cone in front of him and a cone behind him, and it won't
Cool.
do anything for the moment. He'll just spawn them, and then he'll spawn another set, and then another.
Central Tree is good number wise, but also boring. Yeah, I agree. How's it going, Machine 425? Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I missed some messages there. Changes to kill shot are great. Will be basically barrage of shadow arrows, both from aim shots and kill shots. As I said in my video, they're basically putting the death blow keyword, like in Magic the Gathering, on a ton of different abilities, both when they start, when they're being used, and when they end. So that's going to be so much fun. And they did listen to the feedback of there's a log jam during True Shot. So then those will automatically send. That's going to be great for a single target fights, and also good for AoE for that matter. So my server is now technically a Horde server. We are like 52% 48 or 53-48. We got connected to like 5 servers now. But we're roughly, we have one Mythic guild that will push to try to get Mythic clears for Cutting Edge, but that's pretty much it. Talent-wise, so yes, right now for this fight, I'm going to be trying a hybrid build. So it's a 2-target cleave fight. So I'm going to be doing an AoE build without multi-shot. And then I'm going to run with Chimera Shot and just see how it does. It could be terrible. But I'm willing to give it a go.
Will only a set... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Will only a set few people get the nettle debuff?
So on the I assume you're talking about the web. Yeah.
You talked about a debuff for at a certain point during the...
And welcome to the new viewers. Glad to have you guys.
The boss.
And yeah, Machine, if you want to check out some videos I'm going to post later on tonight of my kills, I will put the builds for those in each of the descriptions in the pinned comment of those videos. And I'll try to have logs up as well for those. I'm going to try to get them out tonight. It's kind of hard to do it like boom boom, but I'll do my best.
Boy, oh boy, do they get slapped. By the way, I guess real quick observation that I did not make. When we
Do you know of a guide out where we'll give you an idea of where to collect the highest item level gear pre-raid? So, pre-raid, I'm not sure. Just because I'll be honest, I missed the boat because I was trying to do my guide, which I got out and I got a couple of other videos and then I had to take a break. So I didn't personally have a pre-raid list. I do know of a few items that I have on my character would have been a pre-raid. For example, like Signet of the Priory, the Sacbrood, or if you wanted to use the controller or the bee trinket, the bee bomber. Both of these rings were BIS, the Devout Zealot's ring and the Hoop of the Blighted. Let's see. I know the Chef Chewie's towel is a BIS item. The weapon from the Stone Vault, that's a BIS item. And then honestly, I would just fill in to make your stats look good. As for my stats, right now I've found a nice haste breakpoint for me in my playstyle. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, this is what you have to do, or this is how you have to build it. But going right around 8% haste has been really huge for me. That's roughly 5,200 haste. If you use the add-on true stat ratings, it'll tell you exactly how much you have of each one. And the haste has been huge for me. Just getting right around 8% or 5,200 haste, it's been a really nice breakpoint for me. That's for me and my playstyle. You maybe need more, maybe you need less. So it's really whatever works for you. As long as during a true shot you can get a volley, rapid fire, aim shot out, that's all that matters. But I mean, Ben, I can give you like individual items, but I can't give you the whole build, gear wise. I guess I do know the flickering glow torque, the neck piece. This is the BIS pre-raid. Chewie's towel is for the back piece. The weapon from Stone Vault. The Signet is, and then either Sacbrood or that bee trinket from Meadery. Meadery, I think. Then the Devout Zealot's ring is, because it gives you a ton of haste that you need in your build. Hoop of the Blighted is, and then all these other pieces I've just kind of put together. They're usually going to be like haste crit or haste mastery pieces.
It's when she pulls it. There's no web bombs.
And then so I'll have those videos out later on this evening. My goal is to at least have 2. I know for a fact, looking at some of this, I know for a fact I'll have Sikran out. I'll have Rasha'nan out as well. I know I'm saying those wrong. And then I'm going to try to get either Broodtwister, I guess, and Nexus-Princess. Heck yeah. And then, Ben, if you are in my Discord, you can always send me a personal message or shoot me or tag me in a post on there, and I can send you some more information at a later date when I'm not live. You know what? No. Tell you what. I can help you out right now. What am I saying I can do it later when I can do it right the heck now? Okay. So, looking at your gloves or your wrist pieces, that would be the pin umbral, pin umbral rhyme guards. It's a crit mastery wrist piece. Those would be BIS for you. Shoulders, I picked up this one as well, but this one was from a delve, just because it was crit mastery. The helm, I bought the helm. It's a veteran piece you can buy from the vendor with the little like coins or whatever. The chest piece you can get from a vendor as well once you get the high enough renown. But I already replaced it with tier. Belt, this is the BIS belt, but it comes from delves, so you may not get it. It's the sash of the Stygian Sea there. I got that from a delve plus a +3 delve or a rank 3 delve, level 3, maybe 3, the third delve. And then all the other items are really just fill in. I didn't really try to go super hard. And that ring or try that again. The other trinket I was talking about is this ravenous honey buzzer. It's super good, but only in AOE. It's terrible in single target. Well, I guess it's not terrible, but it does a ton of damage in AOE. So that one's good, but I have a feeling it's going to get nerfed at some point. But I'm so glad that you were hanging out and you checked out the stream. All right, I think I'm getting. Webcam's going away. I think we're gonna do some pulls here on the Silken Court and see how this can go. Oh, and also Ben, you can send me. I have a couple of guys that will do this. If you want to send me the link to your character, and I can kind of catch up and see how you're doing on your gearing journey, that's totally fine. You can do that at any time over on my Discord, or send me a personal Discord message. I try to keep my DMs as open as much as possible for you guys.
Let me put some markers down for that.
All right, I'm going away now, but I will still be here.
Let's say boss is dead center on X, and you have the stinging swarm. This applies to everybody, not just to the priests. So if you're not listening, listen, right? So if the boss is on X and you have a stinging swarm and it's time to MD, you need to do something like this. So one stinging swarm per marker, blue, purple, and green, right? And not exactly at those coordinates. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like it could be a little bit closer, right? But the idea is that you all get clipped by a master spell, and they all go onto the boss instead of each other. And if that doesn't work, then we'll do hard spells. Fuck it. Right?
And welcome to the new viewers. Glad to have you guys. Sorry, my chat went away here. There we go. Can see it again.
Should be time to resource, if I could get the resourcing. Please and thank you. Once again, I will repeat, any and all herbs you can donate. We really appreciate it for these flask and potion cauldrons. Thank you again, alchemists that have been working your behind off for this. Come get your flasks. Same thing for food. Anything you can help us out with, we appreciate it. Prices are pretty nuts at the moment. But I understand if you need to make some scratch. I get it.
And how many charges does the flask cauldron have?
The Russian one had 80, but I don't know for the flask if it's the same or not.
40. Okay. Yeah.
I thought you meant how many to put it down.
Oh, gotcha.
With our League of Alchemists, I think that means everybody can double, but definitely since our group size is a little bit bigger than normal, definitely don't double right away. Just wait until everybody's good.
My game crashed. I'm having to relog in real quick.
That's fine. I'll wait.
So yeah, I'm trying to hybrid build for this fight. We'll see how this goes. It could blow up in my face. I don't know. We'll find out.
I have additional questions. Do we know how early he's gonna charge?
No, I do not have that information.
How's it going? Thanks for checking. I see Mehmet. I see that you just commented on one of my videos on YouTube. I'll have to respond to your comment here in a little bit. I have not tried a solo delve other than the 3s that I did this last couple of weeks. I will have delve videos with solo delve videos. Is there a certain delve you want me to do first? I can try to record one and post it. But I tend to do them solo. I really enjoy doing them solo, much like I did with Torghast back in Shadowlands.
Bombs are thrown on the ground randomly, so like periodically. So I'm guessing they continue to be thrown out during phase 1.
Okay. So yeah, I agree to that, Jamie. We will attempt to keep 2 alive for the time being.
That's fine as long as everybody else knows. So am I just letting you guys resolve all the webs, just so you
Yes.
can keep track of it? Okay.
Yes. I'm assuming it does some damage to us every time we do that.
But yeah, I can definitely enjoy soloing them. Okay, awesome. For those of you guys that are everybody else here in the chat, both on YouTube and Twitch, do you guys want to see more? Do you guys want to see Delve content? Is that something that would be interesting to you guys? I can't do like really like Delve guides or anything. I guess I could. It would just be very brief, just talking about like a build and my like thoughts on how I would tackle them, I guess. Like what pet I would use, you know, that sort of thing. Which is going to be Grong.
I am hoping that we'll keep that.
But yeah, if that's something that you guys are interested in, please let me know, and I'll try to at least have some sort of Delve content here on the channel.
In case we don't.
You know what? I'll do the same.
There's a ton of stuff going on right now in WoW, so I'll try to keep up the best I can.
Mr. Horse, are you good? There's still some flasks. If you didn't double dip, please double dip. Do not let them go to waste.
I don't have any. Hang on.
Oh, you don't have any.
It's okay, he got one, and that's about how long it's gonna take.
I got one.
Four hours. I have a 4-hour flask. What the heck?
Yeah, let's just.
I didn't think they would continue to stack like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can do some guides with Marksman Hunter perspective. That would be more than enough since you've already teach us all the mechanics. All right. Well, I appreciate the kind words there. I'm honestly, I'm just trying to do my best to share my love for Marksman to people, you know, so you guys can enjoy it as well. And I'm hoping that Marksman will be well represented, where more people will be interested in the spec. That's all. It's always nice when I run around Dornegal or Valdrakken or Orgrimmar, wherever, and I see a bunch of Marksman hunters. I always have to wave and check them out and see how their gear progression is going.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure if it's better to be like.
But I'm gonna try to have like a BIS gear video. They just take a little bit to do. It's easy to type it out, but not easy to just make the video. So I'm gonna try to do that this weekend. I had said I was gonna have it out by tonight, and it just didn't happen. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, excuse me. Do I have a list of my add-ons somewhere? Also, Hunters will forever be the best class in WoW. Just saying, yes. That is not shaky logic. That is absolutely correct. How's it going, Shaky? How are you doing tonight? It's so the fun fact about that Hunter was the very first. This character I'm on now was literally the very first character I made in my WoW career, if you will, all the way back in 2007. So he's been with me a long, long time. As for my add-ons, I won't lie. Flipping between me and the debates. Well, I appreciate that. Oh, and in the beta even, you are far more OG than me. But let's go ahead and give this a pull, and we'll see how this goes.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait, what's this boss? We're gonna get some ads here soon. Some circles. This is literally just damage.
Target you.
First jump here is gonna be happening soon. Those are the web bombs that are coming out. These ads are CCable. Bring them into melee and like, bring them into melee and like just CC stun them, kill them, AOE them. So those are the web bombs that you guys are dealing with. That just you, yeah. Seems like a lot of movement to be just
charging. Move.
And that's a charge. That's what we need you to be webbed for.
Oh,
all right, and we're doing.
Alright, that was the timing thing.
That's really fast, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Target you.
We were like focused on clearing them. And,
you don't have to excuse yourself. You're the only one dealing with the mechanic at the moment. Everybody wants to get mad, they can direct it to me.
Shockwave.
much time passed actually? Do we know? Is it like 30 seconds or something?
I can't tell you once we
I think I'm gonna do a pure. I'm gonna do a pure AOE build.
You know, there's a lot of people dead.
I'm not gonna do the hybrid. I'm gonna do a pure AOE.
Go ahead and die.
Line apart. Shockwave.
Go ahead and stand still. Because I want to get a little bit more practice with that.
But as for my add-ons, I don't use a ton. To be completely honest with you, I use DBM. Titan panel is at the very top of my screen. That's just.
So do you guys?
It's just a bar that has all my information I need for my characters. I use for my UI. I use a mixture of bartender and the edit mode in game. Let's see, what else do I use?
Anyway, so people should get used to it.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a while.
Got details. Let's see. I use Omni CC. I use Silver Dragon. But I mean, most of those, the meat and potatoes are just going to be weak auras and DBM. Oh, it's huge. It is huge. So I had actually been making my own UI with bartender for years. And so now I have it in combination with the edit mode.
If two people run into the same one, you get webbed. That's how I understand it, at least.
It's a long run, but this place is huge. This is such a cool looking raid. When are we gonna beat Retro?
I thought it was a potion.
Oh, don't worry. Oddwin and Rufio, we'll catch up to them. You don't even worry about that.
Carrying an A box. Hey, English major. Look at this D.
Carrying in a box.
It's a long run back.
Jamie, let's clear one each, and then let's meet up.
I guess actually it's not too bad. It's that first big gap there. The more you give us, the more little tweaks you realize you want. Yeah, I agree. Yep, I 100% agree with that.
Put someone else to help clear.
That's really what I want.
But I pretty much got my UI the way I like it. That works for me. So, but I don't use a ton of add-ons. A lot of the ones I do use are low, like low weight. My weak auras are really the only thing, and they're all here. They're just the weak auras that I have available in my Discord if you guys want to check those out as well. Thing is, that's killing your OG eyes is the font size change. Oh, yeah. I could agree with that.
Are you coming?
Yeah, he's at BRB.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my weak auras are very, very basic as well. I need to stop talking and actually do this, I guess, huh? Okay, get rid of kill zone. Don't really care that much. But mine are very basic. I just get, Will this be a heavy ammo fight? I'm doing it. Let's do it. Let's do heavy ammo. Why the heck not? But focus up, right? But I
The difference between the shadow bolt and the poison bolt.
I am pretty optimistic on how well we can do this tier. That's for sure. Particularly once we get to the next like half tier.
I'm pretty sure.
But weak auras is a must. They basically, mine are very, very basic. They just track my buffs, but they make your life so much easier. How's it going, Leo? Where do I get this Hunter transmog you wear on the cover of the video? So, I get that question probably almost more than anything else in this game. So, yeah, this is the mog I've been using. I've been using this mog. The chest piece is missing because I got a tier piece and I haven't been able to mog it yet. Wait a minute. Somebody dropped a mog item thing? No?
No, I'm okay.
No, let's do it over here. Wait a minute.
Funnily enough, I wanted to be a star since. Oh, what's that movie? Fuck.
Bam.
Okay, let's try it again.
No, Keith or Sutherland, the vampire one, Lost Boys.
So yeah,
that it?
this most of the pieces that you're going to be after, unfortunately, are no longer in the game. The shoulders, boots, pants, and the rest of that tier set or that set no longer in the game. Sadly, I wish it were, but unfortunately, it is not. Let me get my. Perfect. How's it going, Nathan? So I am killing it right now for a single target. There's a single target fight did 816k. Another single target fight here did 719. So doing some good damage. But let's go ahead and see how much damage we can pump out on this fight.
Not each, just one.
5.
Here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Some ads coming in and some poison rain.
Target you.
Gonna leap away. Web bombs going out.
Shockwave.
Oh, you're right here. Well, maybe we won't. Is this the last one? Looks like it.
Thank you.
Charging. Move.
Alright, go ahead. Nice job. Hey, help with these ads. If you got one on you, bring him central.
Target you.
Are they all clear? Yeah, seems like.
Shockwave.
For now, yeah. There's that
He has a
frontal I
50.
mentioned. Some more ads coming. Again, these are CCable. Bring them to the boss for cleave if you have them on you. Web bombs going out.
Alright, we need to get this one on green. Oh no.
Shockwave. Target you.
I'm dead.
Charging. Move.
We died. We lost the other person.
Wow, he flies
Ha
across.
ha ha
That's
ha.
funny.
All right, see that was a little bit better.
We should not definitely do like 2 quick pops. It does insane damage.
We could get more people to spread it out if that's the issue.
Yeah, I worked really hard and did a lot of PvP and Legion to get the bow look. I wish it was a completely green bow instead of it being have the blue on it, but oh well.
So now that one of them popped, you can go to the ones that popped and not die.
Oh, rude.
This isn't too bad of an intermission here.
Rude? Yes. That's what's happening.
This is the fight that I figured we would actually see a little. There's a lot of mechanics on this fight that I thought we might see have some issues with.
Let it happen.
That's all right. We have a ton of people that haven't raided in like mini expansions. We have some lower geared people. This is just a bunch of no big deal type thing. And it is, you know, day 1 after all. Heck, I haven't even got to walk into Dornegal today. It's been an instant invite into raid, and we were off to the races. It's just been fun though. There are some of these fights that I didn't think I'd necessarily care about, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. We'll see what I think when we get to the queen herself. But for now, I'm really enjoying it. Seeing some good single target damage, some good AOE damage as well. So just to recap there. So Nexus-Princess was the top damage by a fair bit. Had like almost 200k on the next DPS, and Oddwin's a great player, and he's got very similar gear. Let's see, on Broodtwister,
yell if I'm dead.
I was still #1 on that one, but that one was pretty close. Odd one was real close to me on there. The Rasha'nan, 811k, but I didn't get hardly any damage on ads, so there was no ad pad there. And then Sikran was pretty good as well. I was actually way behind initially and then caught up very, very quickly, thanks to a well-timed true shot.
And you can't hear them. Did they make sound?
I mean,
And then on the Bloodhound Horror, I did manage to get.
Let's be realistic. There's very few places.
It's weird.
That
It says that was
body
pull number
is
9 for us,
actually
and it was
at
definitely
where there's
not.
other
It
people.
was pull number 2.
Let's be honest. A morgue, there's maybe one person, and very rarely in a freaking funeral home, only during the service. Usually they're alone.
Large hospital.
Usually with the morgue. Like
Graveyard on Sunday when church
So
is in session.
I can't wait to pop into raid this time next
That
week.
debuff
I'm
for
hoping
the-
to get a
for
couple
the
more pieces of
triangle
gear.
part, is that something you see on your character?
Yeah, it's literally a swarm, like a stinging swarm. We haven't seen it just yet. If you're looking for it, we haven't got that just yet. But we will. By the way, just for the new folks that are haven't hung out with us before, we got about another half hour of raid missing, or left rather. Just giving you a heads up.
And I will be live again tomorrow as well. So we raid on Tuesdays and Wednesdays if you guys want to come back and hang out tomorrow. Should be a ton of more fun. Watch us wipe on the queen over and over.
We need to get greedy, Cowboy. For one grab at least. We need to get greedy. Can't let him
5,
win.
4.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Target you.
Definitely bring the ads in. Couple right on our left. See that?
Shockwave.
Oh shit. Greed! Oh, let's go! Greed is good.
Charging. Move.
Whoa. Double rock bottom.
Target you.
I see you, Nerf.
Shockwave.
Ads coming. Remember, bring him into melee if you're fixated. Right here, this back one. Yeah. Oh, well, I tried to call it.
Shockwave. Target you.
That's okay, though.
Might die here.
I'm next to Capo, got it.
Charging. Move.
The damage is really high on this Burrowed Eruption.
Don't have a weapon.
No web.
Okay, so you can survive. So there we go. So whenever things get stacked up, you can do a ton of damage on this fight. This is definitely going to be a good hunter fight in general because all 3 hunters can do pretty well. Like there's some real good damage that we can get on this fight. This is one of those fights where we're just going to have to get the dance right.
So remember, fellas, when that web bomb happens, you can't be near it if you're not, like, if you're not a person designated, don't be near it as much as possible. That Burrowed Eruption deals a shit ton of damage too.
Does it matter if more than one web line hits the boss?
No, we're gonna need it in heroic anyways, so it's fine. wondering if we just want to pair off people anyways, and just have webbed pairs, even if they're taking damage. That's a lot of damage to be going out, though, right? Like at all times. And it looks like we are.
And welcome to the new viewers. Glad to have you guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
I was doing that too for my own visibility.
All right, that sounds great, Shaky. Thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you over here tomorrow.
I think we lost Barry and Mercury. Oh no, Barry's just not here yet. My bad.
I was an idiot and walked. Thank you.
Right.
What's the cooldown on that on the evoker
Minute.
grabby shit? A minute. Okay.
All right, on the. Yeah, I guess so. On the first Burrow Eruption, nerf, always AM. And honestly, Mana, if you want to yell on it as well. And then on the second one, if we could have Alachi's Spirit Link just at a convenient location. Because that Burrow Eruption is just doing fucking damage. First Burrow Eruption. And then we'll go from there. That is true, Capo, but I would have to see if it's something I can do reliably. Probably.
So for anybody still hanging out, have you guys got a chance to jump into raid yet? Have you done LFR? Have you jumped into some delves, or maybe tried the Blitz PvP, that raided PvP?
Yeah, we could try.
Done LFR? Okay, very cool. I actually need to do that. I need to go kill the world boss as well. Don't know what it drops, but might as well kill it, right?
A lot of damage going on in this fight, by the way. Please try and minimize.
5.
All right, here we go.
With their rain on other people that don't need to get hit, right? Being web bombed when you don't need to be web bombed, that type of thing. Try and minimize it. It'll really help for this.
Target you.
Web bomb. Right.
Shockwave.
If you want to agree that you can, if not, then don't.
Take it to the boss. It's on yams.
Alright, here comes first eruption.
Charging. Move.
Rip the, oh man, we did
Uh-oh.
Rip the AM, please. Oh, AM's dead. We're all
Whoa.
die, please.
I got slapped.
I mean,
Yeah, this fight, I know we're not
If we have a second group,
we're not doing it
because
right
got
there,
Targeted by
but this fight hurts.
bugs.
So did I. Yeah.
They are CCable.
This fight hurts.
Oops. Oops.
Peppers? Capo, do we want to set like a hard?
So do you guys have any other
One of us
videos that you
is
guys would like to see here in the coming
flappy,
weeks?
The other one is not.
I do my best to make some videos that you guys would like to see.
The flappy.
If so, you can leave me a comment in the, or leave me a message in the chat now, or excuse me, you can always put it on a video as well, or in my Discord, anything like that.
I'll do that. So whenever we need the drastic movement, right? Whenever, like, if we're both on one side and we need the drastic movement, I'll press the button. But that also means we need to be very near the edge, right? Because I can't exactly untalent the hover distance.
Who is in Wing 1 for Raid Finder?
I think that'll just happen on this.
We have people that actually can't raid, or actually do LFR. They don't have a high enough item level. Interesting.
They have to be like inside the puddles.
I just kind of wanted to see if it would tell me what bosses were there.
You know how it is with the like what you can see in the.
I'm assuming it would be like maybe 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3.
It says 10 yards, but I don't know if it means 10 yards for the damage and then webs, or 10 yards for the damage and the webbing. Well, that's what it's. Yes, it's the charge. Yeah. Technically speaking, you're doing it when he burrows right before the charge, which is where the damage is. But yes, it's not the charge itself. If you're waiting for him to charge, that's too late. That's why I said the eruption. When he does that movement where he fucks off and then comes up and then starts to charge, yeah, that's because that deals a ton of damage there. To give you an idea, so we failed the charge, right? Like we failed it. He hit the wall. Everyone died. The eruption still did more damage.
I am also so excited to get into Mythic Plus next week. You guys have no idea. I am so excited.
Like, facing him, yeah. I'll go left. And just yell at me when I inevitably forget, okay? I'm good at the game.
All right,
I promise.
here we go. Probably only have a couple pulls left tonight, but we've made some amazing progress for the first night of raid.
The dust weave and dawn weave.
3,
dump.
2, 1.
Dumps. Big massive.
Ooh, see, I just whiffed there. RIP to that damage that I'm not going to get.
Don't splash, you can help it.
Target you.
Bit of a tricky one there.
I want to see if I can drop aggro.
Got it down here with us. Do help with the ads, everybody. Everybody trying to help with the ads. So right now will be mono.
Charging. Move. Target you.
Frontal soon.
I just whiffed on that. I should have been attacking that boss. Whoops. He was taking more damage. Practice makes perfect.
Definitely help with these ads. We got web bombs coming soon. Just right on top. You know where we're going, Brandon.
Shockwave. Target you.
Charge soup. If you want to spray
Charging.
Sparrow,
Move.
just whoever you can grab is fine. Cool. Dump on him. Dump on him. Are these web bombs free? Right? I feel like they are.
Target you.
Okay, shield phase. No reason to be too spread out here. Just group up for healing. Somebody got blasted.
I thought I was out of it.
Pretty fucking high during this too. About to break shield here. Cool. Alright, we are now in the next phase, which will be the pull-ins, the stinging swarms, and the dispels.
Shockwave.
And the ads and all the other stuff.
Shockwave.
Oh, we got some impales. There's a frontal going on as well. Get them out of the spike. They got nice job. Okay, you're gonna get pulled in. Everyone can break here, every single person. You should get out, by the way, because there's a big zone, but everyone can break here. But that is the one you would keep in the last phase. And so now the stinging swarms come out. We need to interrupt the stinging swarms. So if you have a stinging swarm, do the this is the triangle formation here. And I see at least one person over there, Mr. Yams.
Shockwave.
Standing a little bit far away. And I see Greeley next to it, and looks like Godwin as well. But I don't know if it was bouncing around.
Oh.
That's where we want to MD, is during that swarms moment.
Pulling in.
Yeah, not too bad. So that's the one where we want to stand over next to
I'll be honest, I didn't quite
next
see
to the caster.
when they went out. I mean, I saw them when they went out, but not like the exact moment.
Shockwave.
They don't make it obvious.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this
when
fight.
You got it to really or
Yeah, my whole screen was like I was in a swarm. Like for me personally.
like the spiders.
Yeah, it was almost like I was in a sandstorm, basically.
Yeah, the entire edge of the screen was just webs. There was a sound effect.
Yeah.
Character model has a little thing. I think the problem was is we got it, we were moving to cluster, and then we got hit by the knockback.
The big knockback at the end.
Got home late too this weekend to be up open for you to play a little catch up. Very cool. Like the POV boss fights, some ideas of build, especially Hunter can handle it moves. All right, that sounds like a plan. Oh hi Zeldy, I know. I had the door closed all night. You gonna say hello? Come here. Oh, you're gonna let me pick you up. Ugh. Whoops, I'm lazy.
Can we grip them?
All right.
They could be
You gonna tell everybody hi before we leave?
Yeah, always.
All right, Zelda. You gonna tell them hi?
Stuns.
Yeah, there's nobody there to you, but that's okay.
Anything to get them on top of a
She's been a big butthead. No, thank you.
and killed.
You're crazy. You're
Damn it,
crazy.
why doesn't Havoc have sigil chains?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So we're probably going to end up doing one more pull here, but I am going to go ahead and end my stream tonight. So thank you guys all so much for hanging out, and thank you for all the feedback as well. I will be trying to give you guys more content. Ooh, there we go. That you guys want to see. But I will be live tomorrow. I've got some progress I need to make on gearing tonight. Do some dungeons, that sort of thing. So thank you guys. What kind of tanks are in the group? Oh, also, actually, you know what? We're almost done. So let me go ahead. I'll just keep going just for a little bit longer. But in our group, we have a Brewmaster Monk and we have a Prot Paladin. So I won't end just yet. We'll get one more pull. Maybe we'll get some last pull magic. Here we go.
Potential last pull of the night. Make it count. Just give me a good pull. That's all I want. This boss, I foresaw this taking a few
4,
turns. It's fine.
3, 2, 1.
I'm kind of glad we didn't one-shot everything in here.
Yeah, one-shotting without access to mythics would have been like, what?
Shockwave.
Oh, that's a problem.
I'm gonna work over these scarabs. Go ahead and yell. Go
Charging.
ahead and
Move.
Thank you, sir. And man.
And or madam.
Target you. Shockwave.
Very, very whiskey, but how close can we get him to... Wait, no, well, she jumps to the side. Never mind.
Get those scarabs in. I'm gonna be late, Mr. Brandon. I got a scarab on. So I'm in the mix.
Oh, there's two there. That's scary.
Shockwave. Target you.
Go ahead and
Charging. Move.
if you can get a spear link here, that's fine.
Dead.
Broke. Oh, cause you got.
Not today, baby. The Dragon Balls. Get him up, please. Give yourself a wing flap on the back there, Mr.
Target you.
That cone is a little bigger than it looks like.
Yeah.
Definitely feeling the squeeze a little bit on this one in terms of just health bars, you know what I'm saying? That's okay.
Yeah, like, it just seems like everyone's getting punched.
Shockwave.
Yeah, everyone is getting punched.
Very little everything.
Yeah,
Jimmy and I, we cannot do the line.
Shockwave.
Well, it's okay because we don't have to for the moment.
Pulling in. Line of
Run out,
cards.
break
Move to
webs.
boss.
So the swarms are already out. I know because I have one. I am on green.
Special
Should be
coming.
two more people. Yeah, I see the swarms. Walking. Okay, well you're overlapping. Whoever walked that into green.
Shockwave.
I think we might want to keep the other boss out of the center.
Yeah.
field. It's getting a little bit crowded during that. That might be ideal. Still,
Need a warrior tank.
I mean, we keep them
Maybe so.
attached now. Just when she starts to do that.
Yeah. Can I see the timing on
Still
these
though,
before-
that was a pretty good last pull, if I do say so. Sub 50%. So I will now go ahead and end my stream. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you guys will consider subscribing to me here on YouTube if you guys haven't already, and follow me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr. Eggplant. Depending on which platform you're currently watching, I hope you'll check out the other one and help me continue to grow here. So yes, thank you so much, Stealth, for hanging out. I will be live tomorrow, hopefully with maybe another piece of gear or two, or if nothing else, a gun to start pew-pewing a little bit harder. So thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here until tomorrow. Let's hit the webcam.